Bid you hello and welcome to our fair channel. We players are not available at the moment. We are currently setting up stream and adding production value. As proof of this, I, Sepp, am talking to you from the past. Yes, this is a recording and I am probably doing something unspeakable at this very moment. But enough chit-chat. I only said all this to give the stream time to actually start and the people a chance to come in. Now, as in the movies, enjoy the pre-movie commercials.
Roll initiative. Yep. Meepo in big trouble. Big doo-doo. But great dragon was Candle. Big doo-doo.
So, would you say this is a big danger, what you're hearing?
I mean, if they fuck me on my tips, I'm bringing them to that town.
Did you say tips or something else?
Tips.
No tips.
Okay, cool.
It depends on the gender of the person I'm guiding.
So,
Fuck
yeah,
you, Mike.
you expose them to the blacksmith, I see.
Alright, so, that was Windswept, with Wanderer. They got some cool music, and, hi, I'm Shump. I do podcast now. Fuck it. Windswept, Lake of Light. Okay, so I think this is cool. I guess you've been waiting long enough. Just gotta figure out what knob to turn, because this is all new to me. That one goes... Oh, yeah, it goes down. It goes down. Cool. Alright, I guess... Roll the show, then. Goodbye.
Sure you
Sorry,
can.
But what
we
you
were
do
talking
get-
about whiskey guts.
You don't get whiskey guts, but you do get whiskey dick.
Oh yeah. Unless you met you. Yeah.
What I did find is whiskey enema.
Whiskey enema.
That sounds like a painful
Seth
ordeal.
probably would enjoy that.
Yeah.
This sounds like a real pain in the ass.
Oh!
Too easy.
I'm gonna go get my microphone because it's times like these I just need a microphone to drop. Hold on.
Why?
If you don't know that, we can have words.
It's already 2 times that you don't have words. Also, this.
Yeah. Did Mom say what's your name? Yeah. Okay.
There's just been too many
I'm ready
times
to show my
where I
list.
don't have it.
I'm at the edge of my seat looking or listening to this riveting tale going on in the background. Is that mom going to be okay?
I don't know.
I guess we'll
Stay
find out.
tuned.
Such a douche.
Leave the D&D out of it. We just need to listen to that tale.
Yep.
No upcoming DM. She's in DM for the next campaign, right?
I think so. She has good stories, man.
It will make things much easier for me.
Good luck for the fucking players, though. They've no fucking idea what's going on.
I mean, do you really have any idea anyway?
Yeah, that's a great announcement picture in the banter.
Why is that a thing, that picture?
Because you look great.
No, not that. I mean on the what I posted now in Discord.
I can't open Discord. I think it's really unfair that you guys are using Discord at all while I can't use it.
To be honest, that's exactly why we're using Discord.
Oh, really? You want to see something, Torm? You wanted me to show you something, Torm? Torm?
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
I'm just gonna write just a totally random thing, like, quote 28. Did you see who replied to quote 28?
Yeah.
Well, that's it. That's all I have. The bot is working.
So?
He's very proud that he made a bot.
Yes, because I fucked up on the password 4 times last time. And then I couldn't get through the image captcha. So I just gave I couldn't get through the image captcha. I mean, it was horrendous. I tried like 15 times. I could not get through. There's got to be a bug because I can't be that stupid. Although it has been.
Bantroll has been live for minus 19 hours.
Yeah. Or is it just like a dash in front of the 19?
Look at the Bantroll chat.
Yes, just to separate the hours, minutes, and seconds. Do you think that might... No? No?
19 hours? Have you been live for 19 hours?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's a good bot building. The good bot building,
Never
right
in a
there.
row. It never says it has to be in a row or not.
Actually,
And
we're
it's
starting
going backwards.
yeah, because we're starting in about 19 hours.
Are we counting down until when the campaign ends? What is it counting towards?
Just because
That's the
you don't
question.
have the same concept of time as we do.
Northern Hemispheres. Is that a thing? Guys,
No.
Is he living in the Northern Hemisphere or is he below?
Actually, I'm the
I don't know
northern
about you,
hemisphere.
but ever since Norway drowned and we started talking to Cthulhu, everything's a bit weird. And I'm not joking. Last
Sep
September,
isn't here.
all of September last year, Bergen, the city closest here, received 138 millimeters of rain that entire month. Tonight,
Slightly above average.
yes, tonight, for the next 24 hours, they have predicted 140 millimeters.
Well, they will then beat the 1 month that they had.
Mm.
Also,
I guess I'm glad I don't live there anymore.
why? You could have enjoyed rain.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it enough as it is.
So if I suddenly disconnect for no apparent reason, it's probably because the power station is underwater.
Who needs power? You have a laptop, don't you?
Yes, but internet is also driven by electricity.
3G, man, 3G.
A 3G connection also requires electricity because it connects to a base station. The only thing that does not require electricity is satellite. I am not using satellite.
Get satellite, man. You're in a country that is about to be flooded.
The
Get
world would
satellite.
have been so much better if people had just put faith in Tesla and allowed him to make that worldwide electricity network that requires no wires at all.
The only problem with that is that we would not be able to use cell phones at all.
But there would be different
I mean,
solutions.
I'll mark that as a pro instead
Yeah.
of a con.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't
Also,
have
they
any
would have
wireless
on-demand
communication.
electrocution.
What? Sorry?
They would have on-demand electrocution anywhere, anytime.
Imagine how powerful tasers could be.
Not that powerful. I mean, you do know that there is an electric chair that exists already. You don't need to invent something that can electrocute people.
Yeah, but that requires you to actually go to the chair and sit down and strap in and like flip the switch.
No, you can build it on batteries.
You still need a chair.
Yeah, but you don't need to go to it. You can bring the chair to you.
Yeah.
You need if not, you need the taser.
Or you could just have a government-run air space taser program.
Why would you have an airspace program?
User 390065, you have been found guilty. You are not safe anywhere from the government.
Actually,
well, you could be inside a Faraday cage.
You're not safe anywhere. What? What the fuck did I come back to?
You could also be underground. Tunnels, man.
In an enclosed tunnel.
Yeah.
But the government will find you. You hear that?
Well, I mean, if
they will find you.
But they won't be able to use their taser.
They will have portable tasers.
Well, that's just cheating. That's just
portable cheating. Tesla coils. Fuck yeah.
Someone's been playing a little too much Command and Conquer.
Mm-hmm.
It will be a silence free.
But Sep can play the Yuri.
Is it done?
There we go. Do you think EA would pull a slander on us if we'd done a Command and Conquer D&D session?
No,
I think I'm not sure if the company actually still exists.
I mean,
EA, yeah.
EA holds the license.
But do they hold also previous licenses?
Yep.
To previous games?
Yep.
Unfortunately, yes.
Do they keep them though? Because you need to extend them in order to
franchise.
Yeah, but it's not enough. Once a game reaches a certain number of years, it's no longer copyrighted.
You remember when the last game, Command & Conquer game came out?
Nope.
This year?
This year or last year?
Who plays
this
it
year,
now?
They made the stupid, shitty mobile game.
Last year I played the browser edition game.
I looked at that and went, nope.
It was good, silly fun. Good animations. I needed something to do.
The last one I played was the third or fourth one in the Tiberium series.
Also, I believe you can play a game based on a game unless if you're not using the actual things that the game involved.
It has to be sufficiently different.
No, to talk about something you are allowed.
I have actually Well, for critique and review, yes.
Yeah.
Fair use covers that, but a D&D session around it is not fair use.
Well, you're not actually talking about the exact game. You're
No,
talking about the
using
environment.
material. You're using the material from it, which is still using
World
its
War.
license.
There's a Star Trek franchise, and still you are allowed to play Star Trek as a game of D&D.
Didn't they make their actual own D&D session setup? I mean,
There was also before
and
they
there's
actually
also
launched their
like
own.
seven different board games for it.
Yeah, but they made their own. They made their own D&D after it was already existing. People have been playing that for years before
I'm not
they
saying
created
you can't
that.
play it. I'm just saying there's sometimes they just don't bother pursuing.
Also, if you're not earning from it, what are they exactly going to sue from you? The earnings?
Most of the time, they don't sue for earnings; they sue for making a statement.
You may use your statement.
They're
Also,
not Capcom. Or Nintendo.
The grandma that got 3 songs downloaded via her son and was sued for $50,000 and had to pay.
because she took trademarks. That's different.
She didn't even do it, and it was 3 songs.
It doesn't matter.
Yet stopping something like a big MP3 sharing site, nah.
That's
Let's make
harder.
an example.
Yeah, well, she was guilty of that. That
Piracy is bad, unless you have one.
Piracy is bad unless you're Nintendo, in which case you can take the pirated Nintendo ROMs that were already
So-
pirated off your game and sold, and then you can put them in your new game console.
Yep.
They literally did that. They
But-
downloaded illegal ROMs and then put it in the
Wasn't that
Switch.
for the that was for the Switch, that was for the classic NES thing.
Yeah, the classic NES.
Over 100 classic games in this small box.
That we stole from ourselves.
That we stole from other people who were remaking them to play an emulator for us.
I'm just waiting for Sep to hang up that call so I can complain about the audio quality on stream.
I think he can hear us. It's just a guess. Sep really needs to work on his sign language.
Well, the only reason he can
I mean, he
hear
was
us is because
pointing
that he
something.
has one strand of hair that catches the vibrations from his small headset, and that way he can interpret what we're saying.
I mean, that is fairly hazardous if that is an important call and he can hear us. 'Cause, I mean,
It's an important call, and you want to crack him up.
there
do
is
that.
a distinct danger.
Sep has serious face. We should all be concerned.
Oh, he
Yes.
has serious face. But we can't have that. This is not serious time.
This is motherfucking D&D time!
We must destroy his happiness.
We must destroy his livelihood.
Don't worry about that. He can do that just fine himself.
I mean, I guess he'll find just another pyramid scheme to run or something.
I mean, this could be one of the web development things he's on the call about. Which seems to be his, like, consistent go-to at the moment.
Yeah.
He's like, web development, pyramid scheme, web development.
We all know he's the male gigolo. He's setting up the next date as we speak. They're talking about whether or not he should be cross-dressing, if he should bring the peg in, or
He's
He also
trying.
needs the whip.
He's trying to decide if he wants to bring the bad dragon with him.
Hey, alright?
Oh, the bad dragon is always with him. Hello, bad dragon.
Sup, fuckers.
Bad dragon?
Well, bad Drake, I guess.
Let's just say don't Google it. Or do. It's up to you.
Audio is not borked. How is it
It's
borked?
friendly
super
black
loud on
screen.
stream.
The screens are borked as well. Or we're all like
Blown out.
we're all like plus 5 or 10 decibels on stream.
I also just see blackness.
Let's see now. I think because an update probably reset all of the levels I had. So check. It should be good now.
Hey, should Squinty Eye Guy still be there? Because he's dead.
You should shut your face. That is that's a mental picture. Okay, this is a mental picture, and he has a right to chill there.
It should also be pointed out that he technically cannot die.
That also is a very good point. Thank you.
It just ceases to be temporarily.
Oh,
Explosions
he's
of friendly fire.
banished. He was banished in an explosion of friendly fire.
Yes. The well-intended and well-meaning.
I'm only a mere human. I only have so much vision.
And yet you're the only one who's managed to kill another party member.
Oh, there was the dragon.
Ow, dude.
And technically, I did claim responsibility for that kill.
Dude. The
Even
dark.
though I didn't perpetrate it.
I don't know. There was a recent session where someone knocked out another player to get the hit points.
I needed those hit points more than he did.
Dude. He was an elderly Indian. Who does that?
The Birdman does that.
You're a fucking shitty bird.
There's nothing like a little turtle suit.
I got you back up afterwards.
That was such a fun one shot.
It was. What is the meaning of all of this? Oh, you know, it would be so much better if my face wasn't trying to kill me during the entire session. By the way, Liam, you're looking awesome there with your beard and your face.
Yes.
Thanks.
Now we are all in unison. All apart from me,
Also,
who does not have a
Liam,
beard.
move your mic down a little bit.
Sorry?
Move your mic down a little bit. Like
Just a
breathing
tad,
into the
there.
mic.
Oh, sorry.
Again,
Alex complains about the same problem.
no, the issue isn't moving it down. You need to move it out because your nose is pointing downwards as a human being.
How's that?
That's a human being. That's good.
Unless you suddenly start breathing out your eyes for good.
I mean, you
Breathe
could-
out of your eyes?
You could
Dude,
roll
can't you?
undead.
It's a special talent of mine.
Everyone south
Do you
of,
inhale
north
or
of Germany
exhale
does that.
through your Do you inhale or exhale through your eyes?
Both?
Inhale through the left, exhale through the right.
Yeah.
And you can do a song using them both.
If you're really good, you can bring quiet to a kennel. If you're really good.
Or
man.
utter chaos.
Yes. If you're
Are
not so
we-
good.
I guess we are now prepared for the session.
Yes.
Are we?
Yeah.
I promise I won't do that.
Wow.
I ate soup.
Cool.
I had
Should
cereal.
I fire up some morphine?
Yes. Oh, by the way, you see that I just stalled so that Liam had a chance to get in. That's
Ah,
That-
is
that's what
that your excuse?
it. Yes, that is what it was. And
Like,
that's
what
what I'm
the
gonna
fuck?
do.
Thank you for that.
Yeah,
So he was
no
just
problem.
pretending.
No problem. Yeah.
Whoa,
I was
Taylor's camera
faking
just
it.
went blurry.
I was
Yeah,
faking it
Theo's
all.
camera is cross-eyed. It doesn't want to focus.
Interesting. Oh, no.
This is interesting.
Did you remember to take off the plastic?
Yes.
It wasn't like that just a few seconds ago, dude.
There you go.
Oh, it's
I
the fucking.
forgot to turn-
That's the
Auto.
C920, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's all. That autofocus will probably turn on every fucking time you turn that camera on. Sorry, I'm a little bit fucking. I have had this camera for years now. I've actually bought several of them, and every fucking time I start to use it, the autofocus is on.
I never had the issue. I still have.
You should shut your face.
You're the one who recommended me this piece of shit.
I know.
I
It was
want to
good.
point out I'm using this like 290, which is like fucking 15 years old. Never had an issue with it, other than it just saying, "Hey, I'm gonna stay on. Fuck you. You're not getting to turn me off."
Well, then, just you turning on the camera.
I felt weird, like I was scratching my nether regions while you said that, so it looked like I was doing something completely different while you said turning on the camera.
Yeah.
Oh dear God.
What's the
It's a
fucking
good
navel,
thing.
dude? What are you?
It's a good thing you didn't draw attention to it.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty
Yeah.
fucking. I'm a pro at that. Like keeping it down.
Except I
key.
wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, he's a pro at touching his nether regions without people noticing.
What about me would ever surprise you, Torm? Haven't I by now?
Nothing.
Haven't I proven that there's nothing to be surprised about?
Well, I mean, your boldness is.
Ah, you don't have me on Snapchat, do you? Well,
No.
that's a problem.
And
I still don't want
get
you in
it
my in a Snapchat. I'm scared to see what is going to happen.
You,
to
you know,
Snapchat.
since I've had on my last two phones, I still haven't reinstalled Snapchat on them. Because
All
I'm
because
quite
of
frankly
Snapchat.
afraid to see the snaps from Sep.
You just
I've never
have
had
to. You just have to do it like for an extended period of time, and then your body would accumulate the pain of the things I show you, and then it's so
No, his wife
No,
won't be
once
happy.
a week is enough, Sep.
No matter what.
You're senseless. I mean, after me, you'll be senseless. You can see whatever the fuck you want in the world, and I would have brought you a service.
That's the problem. He wants still to see his wife and enjoy something.
Why? I mean, if she's really pissed too, he would be just like.
If my girlfriend gets pissed, I'm dead.
Hey, dude, I'm also with a Latina. I
Did you
know
see
how that
the
works.
picture? I tagged you in a post on Discord, by the way.
Me? Yo?
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
La chancla.
Oh yeah, the La Chancla.
I feel nothing but pity for the barnyard animals that raised you.
Who, me?
No, Torm.
Oh.
What did I do?
I understand things are a bit different down in the third world countries called Iran.
Down under.
Civilized people, we chew with our mouth shut.
Really, man?
I'm
Really?
trying, dude, I'm trying to do that with my son. His mother chews like that. Like his family on his mother's side chews like this. It,
So
fucking Christmas dinner,
wait,
gross as shit. Nobody does
what,
that.
what I'm getting from this Sep is the family on that side are fish.
Yes.
They're guppy fish.
Yes.
I
Thank
mean,
you.
That would explain a lot of things.
We have more viewers right now than we usually have, and I posted an Instagram post and a Snapchat post just saying that if you're
We also
watching
got a host for
and
like
your
60.
relatives,
Who was the host from?
I did not see because the Battle Roll logo was for some reason obscuring it.
Sep. Check.
So
Production value.
Check the damn thing. To see who hosted us so we can, like, thank them and shit. That's what you do. Not started yet.
Yeah, that's your job, man.
to the hoster, thank you for that. Thank you. That is so awesome of you to think about.
Production quality, production value.
It's called value, yeah. I'm Teal Ted. What's up, my man, woman?
Man, women, dude, bro.
I just have to realize, like, okay, that's not, no, okay, we had,
I think
Yeah.
that our viewers are too
You're
shocked
so-
to actually respond.
you're so bad at this, Seth.
I'm actually, you know what? I know I'm Teal Ted. I know the gender, and
You
I
are
know the color.
tilted?
That's it. That's all, like, we are bros. Well,
Bros.
that doesn't work like that. We're companions. That doesn't even work either.
Copacetic?
Yeah. What you said.
I don't even think that's a real word.
I don't know.
Symbiotes?
Sounded awesome.
Speaking of things that aren't real, how about some D&D?
Why do you want some deep? Oh, because of
I mean, we only
That's
had
what we're supposed
40
to fucking
minutes
do.
of banter, but I suppose it'll have to do.
It'll have to do.
Yeah.
I mean, we started the one shot early too.
Yeah, I mean, we already lost 2 viewers, so we probably should.
Crack
I'm
on
not
with
sure
it.
they are here for the D&D. I mean, once he said that, the 2 viewers left, so I'm just saying.
Yeah, they were just here to
Yeah.
just to wait for that one thank you to I'm tilted. You know, I
That
kind of wish I
or-
had a
mean-
command to just type into chat that would just turn off Sep's camera every time he dabbed.
oh, he wants to throw me up the stream every time I dab. Okay, so I'm tilted. Not only
2 of us.
fucking hosted us. I'm tilted. I'm tilted. There's so many ways to say that. I don't know, funny buttons. Okay, so for 6 people. Basically, what I'm saying is 98% of all of our viewers is I'm tilted. So that's the
Sad.
thing.
And the
Wait,
others are
I'm
basically
the
just
2%?
us.
And they will never forgive him.
We
for
are
what
the
he's done.
1%.
Wait,
we
I'm
are
the
the
2%?
I'm in the chat as well, Torb.
Spam is the 1%.
Oh, okay. High five.
Alright. Who remembers what happened on Ashardalon last time?
Nothing.
I don't really care.
It was a cool. It was a peaceful era, and
I
nothing
can tell you-
happened.
Bad decisions happen.
Hold on.
We no set. No.
What's wrong with him?
We let Drake and Sarum, I had to look at the stream for your name there, talk to the dwarves outside alone.
It was very good. We had a good chat. Everything went well.
Of course.
You can relax.
We
What could go
decided-
wrong by letting the Bay Knight and the murderous hobo druid go talk to a bunch of dwarves?
Oh, that is one thing.
No,
What
no,
could go wrong with letting the guy that has no clue why he's even in this mess, didn't join until late, and was coerced into joining this mess, doesn't even know why we're here, stay there with the guy that is a compulsive liar and a child killer?
No, not you, Seth.
I really don't see a problem. Are you sure there's a problem?
Things can only go so fucked up for us.
That was probably the worst idea for a greeting committee there was, particularly when dwarves are involved and contractors.
Don't worry, I have plenty of chances to make it better. And for some reason, you didn't allow me to join you. I still don't know why.
I mean,
Drake's just like he doesn't give a shit.
it is a great mystery.
Yeah, we will never know.
Yes. I believe, Midrash, you are on your way down to meet with the dwarves.
With me in tow.
I suppose.
Really?
yeah,
You took
someone-
him?
Someone has to band-aid the issue.
Well, I'm the healer.
I'm just a drunken.
Yeah, you took a
You
drunk
guy.
over a healer. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
the drunken friendly fire guy. I took him.
He fits in perfectly with
The
the
dwarves.
dwarves.
But it was
speak
either
Dwarven.
that or the sexual harasser that is currently on Vicodin. Yes, you.
He recognized himself.
At least the drunken
Satyr.
friendly fire guy is 50-50 okay with them because he is drunken and they are dwarves. They too are drunken.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah,
less
but-
likely to shoot them.
Are
Yeah,
you-
and
are you
they
sure?
are also fairly into friendly fire. Being dwarves, they will punch each other for fun.
Is that considered fire, though?
Does it?
I mean,
What I'm hearing
depends
is I
on
can just walk
how
in the
hot
door.
your fists are at the point.
Yeah. Also, it really depends on if you have clenched fist or open fist.
I have another question. This one's for Taylor. If I use a flaming arrow and bursting arrow at the same time, does that mean I get an AoE fire damage?
Can you actually do that?
Doesn't it say?
Depends on
uses an
the
arrow.
on his bow, I suppose.
It uses a physical arrow.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't
The-
each of them
the
an
burst-
action or something?
The burst damage is usually force, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I would change that into fire damage.
Cool.
If you have a flaming arrow.
Cool. I need flaming arrows for whenever we find a room filled with webs again.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds like a good
Yeah,
idea.
We need to make the rounds on that,
Quilana will enjoy that very much.
as will Kotar.
Who's that? So,
In 100 years, he will know. In 100 years, he will know.
in 100 years, I will regret everything.
Is it 100 years, or is it more like 400 and... sorry, 112, something like that?
So it's 12
I mean-
years this campaign.
A dozen here and there.
Sep, stop looking off camera.
Midrash, you are clambering down the mountain path to meet up with the dwarves. You come around the hook or the bend along this rocky path and see this city of tents that has been sprawled along the coast of this wonderful looking lake.
Do I see the goat on the way?
The goat, yes. Since recall that you left it as what, bait?
Well, yeah, bait and or omen.
Yeah. It's still there. It hasn't been touched.
Okay, so the orcs have some sense, I guess. Very well. To
The dwarven camp.
whatever his face is.
Calgor?
Ah, yes.
Am I still tagging along you, Madrash?
No, you're moping by the brazier, I think.
Am I still?
I think you're still in a huff with my character.
No, you're
Would
still
be
moping
surprised.
because he is, well, yeah, he's moping.
I don't really care about
Yeah. He's depressed because he lost his big eyeball monster.
Who cares about eyeball monsters?
Apparently you do.
Shut your face, lizard.
Wait, where are you?
Miles away.
So you you make your way down into the camp, and after some looking around, find Kelgor's tent. From inside, you hear the rough dwarven language being roared out to a small group of chosen dwarves. You recognize some of the words as particularly nasty dwarven curses. And as you enter, a goblet, a decorative goblet goes flying past you, heading out of the tent.
I'm gonna try and catch it.
Sure, make an acrobatics check.
The fun part about all of this is the only character in the group that knew Dwarvish died.
Actually, Navarre didn't know Dwarvish.
She didn't?
Nope.
I think I
Shut
know.
up, Steph. Home. You
Sep
managed
doesn't
to
know
catch
Dwarven.
the-
He says that he doesn't know it.
Yep.
I don't know it.
Clearly.
That's what he's saying.
Clearly
I'm
you
translating.
don't.
I know common, elvish, and gnomish.
Home, you managed to catch the goblet midair. It is a silver goblet with some fairly common-looking gemstones embedded to the leg to make it look nice and fancy.
There's snow around us, right?
Some, yeah.
Okay, I want to put snow in it
Sure.
and then just take it back.
Roll a d100.
Is it gonna be yellow snow?
Yes.
Is there a 75% chance there will be?
You find a small spot of snow that looks pristine still. Most of the snow on the ground has been trampled, so everything's muddy. And what little piles of snow there are, like, mounded up, they tend to be yellow in color.
Those piles are probably a fire hazard.
Okay.
But you managed to find some pristine snow to put in.
Okay. The Kelgor.
Brush open the. I'm guessing there's just a cloth hanging down.
Yeah.
Ah, Kelgor, my old friend.
Oh dear.
Immediately the curses stop, and a hush falls on the tent. You see before you a group of 8 or so dwarves, which instantly scatter towards the sidelines of the tent, while Kelgor grabs this mug as large as his head and starts just downing it. He is jogging as soon as he hears your voice.
I'll take out a wineskin and just stand by to pour a refill.
I will follow in behind Midrash and just stand slightly to the side of Midrash.
Does he feel bottom up?
Eventually, yes. He looks like he's very well trained in this. He has years of experience. He
So-
downs the mead and then immediately slams the mug down.
I'll just start pouring the. I call it fire water because it's just water with ferment cast on it. Just start pouring. So we cleared that.
It's basically
foothold
Branwyn.
wanted. Yes, but it tastes like water. It just kicks like vodka. It kicks like 96%.
Also, it doesn't have a taste and no smell.
So basically, it's just pure ethanol.
80% alcohol,
Actually, it's
96.
100% alcohol. But never
96.
mind.
which will kill you.
It's a
Yeah, it
dwarf.
could be worse.
Could be worse. He can handle it.
Remind me, guys, to tell you a story of something my dad told me when he used to work in the BP plant.
So yeah, we cleared the foothold. The main floor first is pretty much empty. It had some prisoners. We took care of that. Don't want to bother you with that, you know. There might be a bit of infestation in the second floor, but we figured we'd wait for you guys and see what to do. Maybe we should just burn the entire floor.
Oh, where is this? This is the second floor.
Well, I mean, you could call it the second floor, but it's basically just unworked caverns, which is kind of odd to find in
Ah,
the second
the
floor.
Glitterheim. That's what
It
you call
wasn't.
it.
It wasn't glittering as much, but there was a stream. I suppose that could glitter.
Well, seems like you didn't venture too far then.
Well,
Well, no, we agreed that we would establish a foothold for you because when we split, you know, before that giant chain, we said we would clear a foothold. This is a foothold. A entire floor is considered a foothold.
Depends on
Unless
the
you have
foot,
really. Yeah, you could have big feet, I guess.
that cave did glitter a little bit when Sarum set fire to the nest of the weird proboscis things.
That before or after he used that door as a travel implementation.
Wasn't that opposite?
That was home.
That was me. Oh, by the way, Kilgore, you really shouldn't snow away such a good goblet.
Get out.
Poor Teal.
I couldn't resist.
Kilgore looks up at you, home, and then throws the mug at you.
I'm not even gonna dodge that. I'm not even gonna dodge that.
Whose idea was it again to send the drunkard?
I mean, that was probably
The
what he was
drunkards.
hoping for, because that will evaporate quickly, but what doesn't evaporate will like be absorbed by his skin, and he'll be drunk by proxy.
His smell of it will get him drunk.
I was too busy watching Saren use that spell that lets him absorb sustenance through like the ground and shit, and I want to see if it'll work with alcohol by sheer force of will.
He's gonna make a glove that is just literally a waterproof glove stitched to his arm. You fill it up with alcohol.
Hey Teal, there's an idea for a spell.
Yeah. I mean, that's how magic works, right? Sheer
I
force
mean-
of will.
I mean, technically, I'm a magic fighter, so
You're a magic
gotta work.
archer. Arcane archers are steeped in tradition, elvish tradition.
Yeah.
yes, but I'm also human.
Yeah, I noticed that little kind of. Did
So
you
the-
see?
The mug crashes against you, home. The liquid inside sprays all over the place and coats you in this almost pure alcohol. The mug then clatters to the ground while Kelgor takes in a deep breath and turns to look up at Madrash.
Should I set fire to him? I want to set fire to him.
Not in me tent.
Right, you probably have a lot of alcohol in here, don't you?
Aye.
That would be a waste.
You could probably see the explosion down in Cholt.
What's that?
Someplace far south.
Anyway, did you find the vault?
Unless the vault is on the first or second floor, no.
Lost. Well, we need to locate the vault.
Yeah, sure. You want to send ahead a squad to go with us, or should we clear the remainder of the floors by ourselves because we're such awesome dudes? That'll cost extra.
Kilgore strokes his beard, clearly weighing the options in his mind, wondering whether or not he should send his own people inside when an expendable group of adventurers is at hand, or if he wants to fork over any further payment.
It is a hard choice.
It is.
But he is not Duergar, so it shouldn't be that hard.
He does seem to have a bit few Duergar tendencies, just saying.
He, after a moment of stroking his beard, he looks up at you and goes, "Well, I'll be sending some of my men inside. They'll need to make sure that the first floor is safe, so the rest of us can move in, and then secure the Glitterheim at least."
Yeah, as far as I know, the first floor is cleaned out with the exception of one doggy up in that, I think it's a barracks that's connected to the side ramparts for the main entrance.
A dog?
Wolf, dire.
Dire wolf.
4 legs, howls, barks.
I went to check on that. It tried to bite me. I shot it in the leg.
Wow, that's really cruel.
I didn't want to kill it. Just wanted it to stop trying to bite me. It's an animal.
So you're gonna let it bleed out alone.
It'll be fine. It
Distress.
can look itself better.
The camera cuts to the empty barracks. The dire wolf curled up in a ball in the makeshift nest.
It pounded a small child's toy plushie thing that is just gently nibbling on.
It's not even nibbling anymore.
It's dead.
The toy is in its mouth, while its tongue lolls to the off it, the corner of its mouth,
I waited for you, Fry.
and it is lying in a great big pool of blood.
I'm sure I'll be fine. Nothing quite like a wounded, scared animal all alone in a trapped one-way direction.
The dwarves can handle it, I'm sure. I weakened it for them.
We're right
That'll
here,
cost
you
extra.
know.
We can fix that. It'll cost extra.
Jesus.
It'll cost you 50 extra gold for me to go finish the job.
Really, guys? Really?
Kelgar
I also expect payment. I also accept payment in alcohol.
Kelgar walks past Midrash and looks up at you, home, putting his hands on his sides, and says, "You drank more than your fill. We traveled for 17 days. According to our count, you managed to empty 15 barrels.
It was a slow week. A couple weeks. It's a slow couple weeks.
17 is true.
You should see the money. You should see the money the tavern makes back home.
I think your tavern loses money for each day it's open.
No,
Just if you're there.
He single-handedly funds the entire town of Coneyberry.
Purely through alcohol.
He pays for his drinks in the tavern buys everything from the town. That's how the town survives.
And then when I'm out guiding people through the woodland and all the passes, I also bring in like rabbit and boar and shit for the town.
Also, that's why Coneyberry eventually becomes deserted.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Home eventually dies, then it's just downhill from there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know how to make income.
Yeah. The entire economy is ruined.
Turns out the Drunken Woods Guide is the lifeline of that entire town.
Well, the good news is that there is one person that will actually have crops next year. Good crops. He is not yet. He doesn't yet know it, but it will be awesome.
Of course, they're gonna have an overabundance of alcohol that they can't sell.
Yeah.
By the way, there was another exit down to the glitter, whatever, that the orcs kind of sealed with a lot of crates. They seemed very afraid of something down there. I don't know if that side entrance, exit, stairs, whatever, leads to the same place.
Hold on.
Trapdoor.
You're
Don't
talking
remember.
about the...
The trapdoor that the orcs covered up with crates.
that wasn't a trapdoor. That was just a tunnel leading to a metal gate,
Yeah.
which was locked and rusted shut.
That we burst open.
Yeah, you
And then we
cleared
did a
that
whole
room.
circle back to the beginning.
Yeah. You originally went through a room that had secret doors leading
Wasn't
into...
there another entrance at that point going down?
No, it was just the big stairs.
Mm.
That I surfed.
Yes.
Oh, well,
Very
no,
awesomely.
understood it.
Let's see.
Put it in your
Yep,
eye.
Lovely noises. Kelgor thinks for a moment, and turns back to look at you, Midrash. Well, if memory serves me right, there are two ways past the Glitterheim. One leads to the old foundry. Those will be a long flight of stairs, which will be leading up, down. I'm not sure. Anyway, those will be finely carved stairs. The other one will be, well, less nicely made steps. Those will be heading further down, but not to the foundry.
That sounds like what you went down with your door.
The less family made one.
No. The big. It sounds like what you're describing is that you found the Glitterheim. That's the second level.
So
Right.
from the Glitterheim.
So past that, you can either find the foundry, or you can find, what was it now they called it? The sinkhole? I think that's what they called it back in the day.
Right. Oh, there is one active trap that we found. I don't know if there's further traps in the first level, but you should be aware it's right outside that doggy's room, barrack sleeping place thing.
Hey, I'll convey that to my men.
You'll recognize it by the dwarf statue that's pretending to fart or something.
Huh.
All I remember was a dwarven statue in green gas, so...
Well, that's a strange statue.
Watch out for dwarven statues. Anyways, before we head back down, you got any more of them herbs and incenses? Silik's all governed up about losing his eyeball.
Look, it was an accident.
It was not, but that's fine.
Herbs and incenses. Incenses, I know for sure we don't have. Why would we have anything like that?
I believe he might have... Well, I know he bought it the first time around, but he might have run out of stock.
Wouldn't know anything about that. I know we might have some herbs around.
Yeah, I'd consider asking Sarum to look for herbs, but I don't trust him.
Kelgor strokes his beard and recovers his mug, just like dusting it off before he goes back to this large keg placed towards the back of the tent and starts pouring it or filling it up with more mead.
So we got a date then?
I'll send some men up there with you. They won't be venturing very far down, just so you know.
Yeah, so we'll take care of clearing the rest of the place.
Aye.
Right, done deal.
Come tell me when you found the vault.
Anything else we should look out for?
Well,
in the foundry there will be hidden doors. I know that much. They might lead you to some weapons or some such, which could prove valuable.
Right.
Don't know anything specific though. Might be looted over the time.
And if we find any shafts leading down into the Underdark,
I couldn't hear that at all for some reason.
and if we find any shafts leading into the Underdark, want to collapse them or just report?
Is
No, nothing.
everyone suddenly muted for me, or is that just Chris?
Can
Yes,
you
one,
hear me?
two, three.
Okay, yeah, everybody.
Cash can be heard.
Cool.
Yeah.
He basically said, and if he finds any tunnels leading to the Underdark,
I don't
do
think
it.
he can hear anyone.
Can't hear any of
Join.
us.
He isn't aware of the problem that Discord has. Can you hear
Can
me?
you hear us?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
It's a Discord issue.
By the way, you can use if you enable and disable your microphone and headphone and output, it will work again on Discord if you go to the settings. Just so you know, I know of this issue. Sometimes.
Anyways, all I said was if we find any entrances to the Underdark, we should collapse them. Just report.
Well, that depends on if you find any Underdark dwellers.
Yeah, I'm not exactly an expert on that, so I wouldn't know what to look for.
Well, usually you can tell when you see them. They're nasty creatures usually.
Yeah, that too, but also the only guide I have from previous life experiences, if it has dark skin, it probably is from the dark and bad.
Wow. Wow.
Could be super pale too.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's some freaky stuff.
Does that mean Nivara was from the Underdark?
She was silver. I just want to point that out.
Silver is pale.
No, it's not. It's nowhere near pale.
I would say that
So-
silver is near pale. I wouldn't say that it is pale, but it is near pale.
If there are a lot of entrances to the Underdark, seal them up as you find them. No, but they can stay open as long as any creatures that have come up don't pose much of a threat. We can handle those kinds of threat, and a passage down could be beneficial.
Oh, right. Yeah, because you're dwarves, you like to go deep.
Aye. And then he starts chugging the mug.
I'll just turn around. Start walking.
Alright. Anything else you wish to accomplish in the Dwarven camp? Good. Alright.
Sneak a bottle of mead. That's it.
Okay. Good. You didn't want to find those herbs?
If it doesn't have the incense, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Good for me. So you return back to the entrance of Kondrakar. About a dozen dwarves join you. These are all dwarves that look somewhat on the older side, but hardy. They look like warriors, and they are equipped with proper arms and armor. And they seem to be prepared to face the threats of an old dwarven fortress.
where did Sarum and Drake stop at? They went back inside, didn't they?
Yes, we did.
We spoke to you. You didn't come out, so we came to you. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wherever you
They're
were
inside
previously. I
somewhere.
suppose.
So it'll be the bridge.
So, as soon as we meet up, I would say like, yeah, the rest of you can go get to the stairs down. I'll show the company around where to, so that they can start confirming it's clear and leave them home. I'll leave them alone there.
well, I mean, I have an idea of how to solve their issue and find their stuff.
There is no issue and there is no stuff to be found.
All right, so let's leave.
Yep.
I start going up.
I'm not.
No, that.
Drake will just be leaning on the wall watching.
I'm going to go to stop Sarum and then look at Madrash for a second.
I'll stop you. You might be able to get rid of him.
I will stop. And look back to look at Drake. Are you coming?
I believe there is more to be found, yes. We still have yet to find the orc leader.
What do you have with the orc leader? Are you in love with him?
I want to cut off his head.
I think that's a
Kind of
display
thing.
of love.
I think so too. And I think in orcish society, that's a display of love. Are you a relative
Anyways.
of his?
You were leaving, so
I think he's trying to claim the orc's woman.
I would not
Orcs are not a
surprise
bad
me.
lay. Frisky in between the sheets.
Now.
Well, since no one is stopping me, I will go up to the entrance.
Druid.
Success.
Drake will call out to Jim before he leaves.
To what? Sorry?
Druid,
Yes.
we will have need of your services. You have proven the most valuable member of this party. It would be beneficial to have you stick around.
I do not condone that statement.
Look how happy Silic is right now. I helped with that.
And you are the second most valuable member of this party.
I'm very confused at this moment.
Where am I in relation to this?
You can hear, I'm
You
guessing.
don't want to know.
You're pretty much right next to us, Jim. Just sulking next to the brazier.
Yeah, making sure your hair is combed, or the side hair is combed over to cover one of your eyes.
The one hair.
So you
I'm
have
still not convinced that he is not an agent of Barovia.
I still want to go to Barovia, but I don't care.
I'll come back down and hand Drake a brownie.
Drake will look at this. What is this confection?
It's good. It's I got it from a friend. I would say she's a friend. Yeah.
I thank you. And he bestows it in his pack.
Well,
sure
aren't
you'll
you going
be
to
eating
eat it?
stuff like that? I mean, you're already teetering on the edge of madness here, man.
He'll say, "Are we going or not?" And then he takes his shield off. puts it
I
on his
will
arm.
hand the other brownie to Silic.
Silic will just look down at the ground, hands in the pocket, and just kick a pebble.
Yeah, I will then try to feed it to you.
Just mash it into his face.
Yeah, just kind of try to push it into his mouth as he's just.
Ah,
You know, Sarum, someone would call this abuse. I don't care.
As he speaks, I'm just
Some would
pushing it
say
in.
that is-
As he speaks, I'm just keep pushing it in.
It's like I can't do that with a straight face.
And then I'm finally gotten rid of those 2 brownies. I'm not sure if they were poisoned or not, so
I believe those were edibles.
maybe.
They were also stale.
That's why
Still
Drake's
edibles.
not eating it. He thinks it's poison.
I don't know if they are poisoned or not. I'm just, I collected
what
them
does
at some
a paladin
point.
care?
Yeah, I mean,
He's
you can't
not a
get
paladin,
poisoned.
the black god. There's a difference.
Oh, I mean,
Only the subclass? So, let's go. I'm so glad to have you back here, Starum.
I will just look at you and gotta cock my head for a moment and go on to be next to Drake.
Hey, Silic, if I need to kick him downstairs, you will go in front, right?
Okay.
Right.
Enthusiastic, yes.
It looks like his war paint on just the hand print of a brownie. So we go down to the river. And into the river we wade.
Are we?
Down to the river Styx.
I don't see yet any river. I just see
I hear
the
the River
motherfucking
Styx is
page.
nice this time of year. Full of lost souls, last magical items. Like Demon Lord white weapons, I hear.
Wonderful vacationing spot.
I mean, if you have a ship.
Yeah, but I hear the ship prices are stingy. I mean, 2 gold copper pieces. I mean,
And your life.
I mean, that can be arranged. I'm good at friendly fire.
True. He's very good at that. I think he.
Speaking
I can
of,
take
in
it.
In Modern Kingdom's Tomb, there's this really cool kind of undead fin, which kind of reminds you of I can't remember what the skeleton's name is, the one who sails you across the river, but it's actually a really cool fin you can have controlling your ferry or boat. It's yeah, you should check it out. I can't remember its
Can
name.
you use
but it's
tidal
in-
wave in that place? What would happen to the soul that
Oh
does
dear
that?
God! Can you imagine using tidal wave?
On the
Can
boat.
you use this
Can you
tidal
surf?
wave, Cam? Yeah, can you surf on the tidal wave?
Can you
I don't
surf
think you
on
can.
the river Styx?
I don't think you
That
can.
would
I
be
think that
awesome.
you die if you do. But never mind that.
I know a couple of my former PCs that would definitely try and do that.
Kairos
Pretty
would
sure
that.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure
Anyway.
that some people would.
Davina just wants drop fins in it.
Only cursed weapons of demon lords.
Mm, tasty.
Hmm. So,
So, you guys moving?
Yep.
I'm moving.
I'm
obviously not.
I'm following Drake.
Drake's heading down. He'll call to home to basically watch their backs.
I don't know how
Really,
you
is
guys-
that the wisest idea?
As
I mean-
home dashes in front of everyone.
Home,
I'm
watch your
just- I'm
back.
just-
What?
I'm just wondering if it's a good idea to put the one that shoots you in the back at the back.
Well, what he and Drake have worked out together so far seems to have worked well. So, you know.
It's as good
You
as
know-
a plan as putting the archer in the front.
Yeah, but that's okay. The archer is using swords anyways.
That is so true.
The art. What's archer
So-
class?
Uses
Subpar
swords.
Since we are this fucked, can I take this exact moment to spend 2 days of downtime? I need to create 2 healing potions.
Sure. If you wish to use downtime, then sure.
I will spend 2 days of it to create 2 healing potions. That's 50 gold.
What are the rest of you doing during your downtime? How are you feeding yourselves? Do you have rations?
I have my
Okay.
spell. I don't need to anything. I
I'll,
can.
I'll
I could
just
just sit
pester
and do
Siren
nothing.
for a good berry every day.
I believe I have rations from my explorer's pack, so I'll probably just eat those.
I will hand each of you a good berry every day. So
Okay, well that takes care of that.
Mhm.
I'll probably fetch Brutus.
But if we're doing that, if we're in the downtime days, I would like to actually, I will send it to you in private, since I have some private stuff to do.
The stuff I kind of want to do, there's no real way for me to kind of do it right now. I can't investigate what I talked to you about, Tio, and I can't really talk about Zentarum stuff or find out what. Well, I could find out what's
Well, me
happened in the
neither.
past
I mean,
100
this is
years,
just-
maybe, but that's about it.
This is just downtime crafting because I have a feeling we're going to need those 2 healing potions.
It's still downtime. It advances time by 2 days.
So,
Then I
Full
probably
HP?
wouldn't do it, considering we are,
Yeah, this isn't Torm's campaign. When you use downtime days, you actually spend the days.
Okay, in that case, I'm not gonna do it. Okay.
All right. Cancel the downtime.
oh, I could have done with full HP before we went here.
Aren't you at full HP now?
Nope,
No, he's at half.
Are you at half?
I've been at half HP.
We need some kind of a klaxon for that. Cancel downtime. Womp, womp,
The
womp.
reason he's at half HP is because Sarum.
is it because of serum? Okay. I'm
You're
good with
not
that.
healing him.
Well, you didn't ask.
I'm not gonna ask for him. Can bleed
How
out for all
should I
care.
know that you're half injured?
I don't know, the blood?
The blood
The
seeping
wounds.
from my arm?
Why doesn't he ask?
He's but a flesh wound.
He's stoic.
But a flesh wound.
He's a stoic.
I'm too drunk to realize how badly hurt I am. Can't trust me.
Being a
Well-
drunk is probably flowing more freely because of all the alcohol thinning it.
To be honest, though, he was thrown at some alcohol, so it should at least clean the wound.
Well, yeah.
So I'm not worried. He won't die of infection. He will die of injury.
I'm just. Let's just not add to the fact that they might just decide, hey, you're gonna lose 1 HP every now and again.
You didn't actually. I mean, I don't know that.
What is? Hey, hang on, wait a minute. What is this? The death curse?
Well. Anyways, shall we continue?
See,
Guess I'll lead since our people that want to lead is not leading.
Well,
you
I mean,
are
we
kind
have
of
the
in
archer that
way.
is leading.
Not in the way. You can squeeze past and do whatever the fuck you want. I was in the front because the tokens were in the front.
I just scooch past Midrash.
Can I kick him down the stairs? Oh wait, you're not Sarum.
Wrong target.
I'm very
Oh, sorry.
Meanwhile, meanwhile, far behind the rest of you, you hear Silix grumbling, mumbling,
He's not
moaning,
coming, don't worry.
displeasure about everything as
No.
he doesn't proceed down the stairs.
Wait, I wouldn't
Yeah,
proceed
next
downstairs. I would just follow the gang.
Yeah, but notice how the gang is not there, but you are.
Notice how you actually have to be a little proactive.
No!
Yeah. It's almost like moving your token as a representative of how your character would move around in reality.
I found a path here. Looks a little rough hewn.
There's tons of paths. Sarum, why are you split smashing everywhere?
It's water, man. It's healthy.
So I'm just jumping either side of the hill.
It's just like water, man.
It's a druid.
Dude.
Water.
Underground water.
Drake will turn to Sarah. Could you scout out the area in spider form and let us know what's down there?
Well, to be honest, I could actually check where the water leads to.
We know where the water leads. That is where we've encountered the sturges.
Of course we know where the water leads. It leads back to the ocean.
I don't think the water leads to the ocean.
All waters lead to the ocean.
No, I
Just
saw
not-
some water that is stuck in a sewer system.
Hold,
Can't hear
dragon.
you. I'm going down a side path without.
Hold, dragon.
Cautious.
And Drake will take out his.
Alright.
Drake will take out his. What's that thing called? The spinny
Home,
top thing.
come here.
And then Drake will spin it just to see what happens if he points it towards the other path that Medrash has gone down.
I smell coffins.
4. 4. I think I know what 4 is, but let me double check.
So, Midrash up ahead. You
Dead.
gaze into an extremely large cave, faintly lit by natural phosphorescence. Its ceiling rises 50 feet high in places. Crystals glimmer softly in the eerie light. Weird, beautiful flows and structures of delicate stone grace the chamber. The western portion of the great cave is separated from the rest by a steep bluff. Far here, in yonder direction. The ceiling there is half the height of the rest of the chamber. A couple dozen large stone sepulchres line the cavern walls, each carved with intricate reliefs and designs, and marked with dwarvish runes.
Well, I don't care if the other way is the right way. This is right to me.
That way leads to death, dragon.
And death
I
is
mean,
beautiful.
he's not wrong. These are sepulchres, which are tombs and resting places of the dead.
Drake will be eyeing those tombs with very, very worried looks. He remembers. He looks to the rest of the body. Do not touch the tombs.
To open the tombs, you say?
Do
As
not.
around the corner, you see Midrash just leaning on one of them, like, what?
Do not open or touch the tombs.
But how am I supposed to recirculate? No, not recirculate.
Research.
Recycle.
How am I supposed to recycle the dwarven arms and armors within these coffers if I can't open them?
Do not touch the coffins. It will give him his most intimidating glare. Just basically saying, don't. Oh,
You'll
for God's
see,
sake. Well,
like,
it's better than 10, I
both hands-
suppose.
Both hands just out like.
I'm not touching it.
Oh, you're gonna intimidate, huh? You just see him like both hands. And
You'll see Drake has a
on,
very
like-
fearful look on his face.
he's going to just slap both hands on the nearest sarcophagi, just completely, repeatedly tap his fingers on it, like.
Starts playing a tune.
Madrash,
Well,
I don't think you
what's-
should disturb the dead.
They're dead.
Yes, don't disturb them.
It's not like they have ears.
Mm,
It
some
depends
of
how
them
the
do.
kid do, huh?
Yeah, but they're dead, so they can't use those ears anyways.
Well, some of them might be still here.
Take it from me. I have encountered a very deadly tomb in my time. Keep an eye out for any weird symbols on these sarcophagi. You do not want to touch any of them with those.
Well,
Ah,
since
yeah.
he says that, I will actually look for symbols.
Question: when you say weird symbols, does that mean any symbols we do not understand? Because I'm in a dwarven stronghold and probably a dwarven tomb, and I don't understand dwarven.
There is a lot
Just
of
don't
dwarven
touch
over
the
there, I think.
sarcophagi. That is my take
Oh.
on this.
Home goes around pointing at every dwarven rune that he sees.
That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Oh, I've seen that one.
Yeah, well,
That one says
All right.
pineapple.
So, upon closer examination, you count 23 sepulchres that stand here. The lids are carved in the likenesses of grim dwarves in armor. Dwarvish runes on the front of each tomb appear to represent the names of the occupants, or the intended occupants, based on like the style. That
Are you saying that some of them weren't actually buried and they did write their name on it? That's a weird thing to
If you
do.
open up a sarcophagi, all you can see is scratch marks from when they scratched to try and get out.
I'm just saying it's a bit weird to create a sarcophagus for someone who's not exactly yet dead. This is where you will be buried in a moment. Just lie down and we will make sure it fits.
How do you think the pyramids were made?
That's
You
true.
build first a sarcophagus and then you build a pyramid around it.
Sure.
Go
If you want to, if you want to believe that, then I'm sure why not.
on.
Three of these stone coffins have additional runes carved into them.
Which ones?
Hold on.
Location is everything, man.
Location, location, location.
I mean, if they got good locations.
That one. And this one.
Okay.
And then, hold on. Actually, this one.
And what is strange about it?
What is strange about these symbols?
Yeah.
Well, they are much like the rest.
I mean, yeah.
They are dwarven runes. However, these have far longer runic inscriptions on them than the rest of the tombs that you see here. They are also written in a manner akin to being like bold. So if there's normal text and then it's like all caps and bold, it's basically that, or dwarven runes, whatever that means.
And would there be anything in common with these two except for the writing?
Not really. They
Are
all
they-
have the similar kinds of dwarven figures carved to them.
Are they all three sealed?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to. Well, I mean, that's I'm guessing from just a glance that I was searching for something out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
I would like to go up to one of them and try to explore it further to see if I can notice anything else that might explain to me about it, anything without opening it. I mean, I don't want to actually touch it in any way that might open it.
Sure. Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
Madrash begins ritual casting a spell.
Sure. Drake, you can see up ahead there are boulders stacked to block off this passage. You can see through the cracks in between that there is a body of water on the other side. Not really a lake, but definitely like a larger gathering of water.
Do the boulders look movable?
Yeah, it would take some time and cause a lot of noise if you wanted to move them, but yeah, you would be able to.
Kind of wishing that Drake still had that pickaxe, but never mind.
You say
dare
pickaxe, do you?
Yes.
Let's see. Crowbar?
That could work. But Drake will just just head back for now.
All right.
So
Take
what
a
did I discover?
glance down these stairs.
Alright. Drake, hold on for a moment.
Yeah, no
The-
worries.
Yeah, the inscriptions. You basically managed to find the pattern in the Dwarven ruins, since you don't speak Dwarven, do you?
I don't remember actually what I speak. Probably not, but no, common, undercommon, Fey, and Druidic.
Alright, so you find the shared pattern. Yeah. Excuse me.
Okay.
There we go.
You're going to live?
Yes. The pattern on the tombs and the style of them kind of indicates that there is first a name in slightly larger font, then a birth date, a death date, for those that are occupied at least, for the tombs. Then for
But I'm
these-
guessing that would
as-
be for every tomb.
Yes, that's for everything.
Okay.
For these, the extra inscriptions, there is a an additional name below the first proper name.
Okay.
Then there is the larger inscription, which attracted your attention to these tombs, and
That's-
that appears to be, if you had to hazard a guess, you would probably think that that's maybe a warning of some kind. It definitely doesn't seem like it's like a well-wishing sort of message.
Okay. Let's see this. Do these three seem more like newer than the rest?
No, they all seem
Older?
about the same age, roughly. They are all marble walls, 6 feet long, 4 feet high, and 3 feet wide, with a heavy stone lid.
Are they covered in dust or anything?
Yes, it doesn't look like there has been any movement in this particular chamber.
I would
a
like
very,
to
very
tell
long time.
Midrash. I would like to tell Midrash to move away from this one.
Come again?
I would ask Midrash to move away from this coffin further away because I would like to try something.
Can I move while ritual casting a spell?
As long as it doesn't break your concentration.
So I'll step over here then.
Okay. And I would like to cast Drench on that one to try and clean it.
All
Oh,
right.
since I'm not sure what the warning is, I'd rather not be close to it. Would the coffin now be clean and
Well,
not glowing or exploding?
It's definitely cleaner.
Okay. And then I would kind of go closer and see if there's anything that I might have missed due to the, dirt and all that. I mean, you don't write on 3 coffins only a warning.
Yeah. Well then, that didn't paste as I wanted it to. Oh well.
Well, don't worry. The thing on ritual casting is comprehend languages, so we'll
Yep.
get to see it anyways.
So,
So that's what it says.
Any other what, sorry?
Any other experiments? Because you are
Um,
able to clean the tombs if you want to with drench. There's no explosions that await you.
All right, I would clean the 3 that I mean that are different, and then I would actually. Is there any symbols, like not symbols, sorry, any drawings or anything that might depict anything at all, like fire, water, anything like that?
No, nothing like that. No, there are
Okay.
only the dwarven runes.
And what is the floor made of?
Stone.
And the
just
floor below?
Stone.
And the floor below?
Well, that is a larger chamber, which is let's see. The floor there is also mostly of stone. There are patches of strange fungi that dot the floor. There are also bright flecks and gleaming stone formations which are visible even from a distance.
Could I recognize the fungi?
Not from your current position. You would have to go down there to really examine them. But you probably could give it a shot.
Okay. I would turn into a giant spider,
Sure.
and then I would carefully climb down, trying not to touch any of them yet until I know what they are.
Sure. So, Drake and Sam, you're both getting ready to head off into the next area.
Area number 3.
Yes. This great cavern glimmers with a faint phosphorescence. The ceiling is almost 50 feet overhead, and bright flecks and gleaming stone formations are visible in the distance. Patches of strange fungi dot the floor, including capped stalks standing as tall as a human, and glowing puffballs almost a yard wide.
What is
High
capstocks?
High ledges rise 15 to 20 feet above the floor on the north, south, and west walls. Narrow passageways lead off to the north and the south, and a flight of carved stone stairs descends from the western ledge. This would be where Drake is standing, to a path that meanders through the center of the chamber towards a small iron door in the eastern wall. Audible throughout the entire chamber is the sigh of a soft, cool breeze that rises toward the surface far above.
Probably just Silic.
Drake takes his carved spinning top and spins it, and it lands on Happy. A good omen. And he'll start looking around. Let's see. Perception. Oh, for God's sake, what? Seriously, I can't get any damn good rolls.
Looks good to me.
Do I see? Is Sarum being stealthy in his spider form, or is he noticeable?
I'm noticeable, unless you can't see my range, but I'm noticeable.
Yeah, I mean, considering the low phosphorescence in the chamber, you would be able to see at least a shifting figure heading down in this direction.
Hand on his sword, but being mindful that it could be Sarum, Drake will slowly approach.
You will see the spider looking at the mushrooms with interest.
And I'll kind of
Yeah,
cautiously
but,
look at him.
all 8
Sarum.
eyes?
All 7 of them. One of them will actually look around. There's one eye just going rogue.
I'll cautiously
Uh,
pull my hand up to see if he'll do the same.
Do I notice it? As I examine the... I mean, I don't know how it works for that, but I'm guessing I would notice him. Unless you tell me that I'm not, I don't.
I mean, I would assume so.
Alright, so I will just kind of, as I see him like raise his arms, I will kind of give a... Not a hiss, but kind of a voice, like the sound of a spider. And keep looking at this, at the mushroom.
Okay, Drake will take that as that being Sarum and then just nod.
I mean, every spider could do that, never mind.
Yeah, but I think a giant spider would have attacked by now, so that's his thinking. Especially
Yes.
Cholton giant spiders. They do not like humans.
So, can I already explore that mushroom, or am I still like looking at it? And what do I need to roll? Nature? What?
Yes, you can roll nature or survival.
Survival it is. I must say that my nature is awful.
Alright. So these, the fungus grows in this chamber, at least as far as you can tell, are not like poisonous by any means. That you can identify pretty much immediately from the coloration and whatnot.
Hallucination?
There might be something more hallucinogenic in the mix, but the big ones for sure are just like pretty much overgrown regular mushrooms. They're harmless. You would guess that they are edible. Even though probably very bland in taste.
I would like to take out. Let's see. Do I have it actually on me? Let's see. Would I know whether it will affect anyone that touches it, or is it just consuming it? Or don't I know?
Generally, consuming it would be necessary.
I would take out one of my sacks and then fill it with those mushrooms.
Alright.
I mean, without touching it, it would just be like putting the sack on it and then just...
You're taking a sack out in spider form?
Oh, actually, yeah, I can't. Never mind, I will leave the mushrooms alone then.
You could wrap them in webbing.
I could, but it's just weird. I would climb the wall up.
That's the
be on the
problem
ceiling.
with it. It's weird.
Drake will nod at Sarum and then kind of continue.
I
Alright.
will escort him from the roof.
Sure. And you can stop right there while we jump back to people on the ledge.
Okay.
Dresh, you finish your ritual casting.
Boom, comprehend languages.
Alrighty.
And on top of that, I will also manually cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Because I'll be scrutinizing stone coffers. Supposing it's going to help to read the text in case.
You would see the 3 coffins that I, for some reason, decided to check further.
I'm going to go around reading the names and stuff anyways, but I want to... I mean, that should stick out to me. Why is this different than the rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean to say.
I don't need to know every single name and what it says, but like, he's specifically more looking for People of high
Good,
status.
because all of them except 3 are named Krung.
That should have
And-
popped my eye somehow, because I mean it's going to be exactly the same in every one.
Oh, it's Krung, Krang, Kring, Krung, Kwong, and such on.
Yeah. And one is a Krang with a Norwegian with dash in through it.
I didn't know that dwarfs had Norwegian.
So,
Nope.
you detect any sources of
So,
magic through the limited store?
No. There is no magic present here. In these 3 coffins, which sparked Zaren's interest, all 3 of them bear a warning that doom awaits any who dare to defile the honorable dead. The names on these 3 sepulchres are those of Borgol the Old, Garin Orkdoom, and Numik the Unlucky.
He's unlucky. He's dead.
I mean, some would say that it would be unlucky not to die.
True.
To normal people, being allowed to die and moving on into the afterlife is luck.
Hmm.
But Medrash is not normal, so he'll open that one.
Of course,
Whichever one that is.
Because if there's a warning, there's something
Logic.
important to
Sure.
be learned from it.
Pick a
Never
name.
mind.
any name.
Sorry, go on.
Pick a name.
Uh,
Borgol, Garin, or Numik.
Go with the unlucky one.
Borgol.
Yeah, the unlucky one is going to be lucky and be last.
Alright, Borgol the Old is first. Let's see.
I'm just gonna be standing around looking around with my hand up towards.
I'm so happy I'm on the ceiling now.
Oh, by the way, guys, I'm opening one of these.
Drake, you hear Midrash's voice echo in the cavern. You can't quite tell what he's saying, but you feel this tingling in it, like the hair on the back of your neck stands up.
I will.
Spidey senses.
I will be like, my undead spent senses are tingling. And then I'll turn back to look back at the area. Why do I have a feeling I made a mistake leaving that stupid dragon to his own devices?
The stone lid is heavy, but not unmanageable. You manage to open it, and inside you find old bones.
Take them.
Nothing but old bones. And in the case of Borgol, there is only one other thing aside from the old dwarves' bones inside this tomb, which is a ring of gold in the shape of a dragon holding its tail in its mouth.
I mean, that's for the dragon that opens it. That's an invitation.
Oh god.
But first,
To eat yourself?
Apparently so.
Why am I getting the Ouroboros kind of story?
That's exactly what it is.
Yep. But first, I want to look over those bones and kind of see if it's not often you get injuries that go all the way to your bone, and I want to see if he has any such things. Like broken femurs or actual cuts that went into the bone.
Liam, would you like to do the honors and say it?
Say what now?
Medicine check?
Oh, see, different character, different, Yeah, totally medicine check, man. You gotta do a medicine check.
20.
It's like Fane is channeling into Medrash.
Borgol had very clearly many ailments. Battle is among one of them. You notice that the bones are very brittle, and they have several places along the arms, especially, and the ribs, where the bone has been broken and then healed over time.
Orbo, you will have the honor of serving once again soon. Now that the lid is off, and I see the ring, is it showing off any magic?
It is not.
I will be right back.
All right.
He will take the ring, but as he's reaching for it, he'll also say, I will grant you this back once I have raised you.
Okay.
Weren't you the one that said they have no ears?
I'm not talking to their ears, I'm talking to their spirit. I do have that ability, so shh. Actually, it's called Commune with Shade, but still.
It's not a shade.
I'll pocket the ring. No, I can call his spirit here.
Oh.
Because I know his name now.
But is it its true name?
He's not obliged to actually respond, though, of course. But,
College right, I've got your ring.
From the spirit realm, here's the call. Fuck you.
I'm just kind of seeing Midrash kind of going all silly and going, got your ring.
As I'm making the rounds here,
I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt.
The kind of names that are written on these, do they sound like regular craftspeople, or like usually dwarves have a honorific in their name?
Most of these do not hold any kind of honorific on their names. They have either not warranted one on their tombs, or they are commoners.
In that case,
You said
Destiny
most.
3. Destiny 3
Yes.
shall be.
There are definitely 3 which have monikers.
And what does the unlucky one say?
Let's see.
What does the druid say?
What did the druid say?
Numik the Unlucky.
He's unlucky.
Numik's tomb repeats the same warning. Doom awaits all. Yada yada.
The usual.
The usual.
Superstitious mumbo jumbo.
Yeah. You open this tomb as well and find within nothing but old dusty bones, as well as a surprisingly well survived piece of parchment, which has clearly been worn down and eaten away by time in this cramped space. And you recognize the dwarven runes for IOU, as well as another short notice which reads eviction notice. But there's nothing of value.
Here's a question though. How do the inside of tombs get dirty?
Accumulated over time.
Silic.
If it's sealed.
Silik opens the tomb of Garen.
Karen.
Garen Orc Tomb.
Uh-oh.
The lid falls open, and inside you find a skeleton with a finely crafted warhammer inset with a garnet. That is the only thing of value.
Fuck it. I'll take it out of the coffin.
Alright.
I'll just inspect
Have fun
it.
with the curves.
I'll just inspect it and then just
Grab
look
it.
at it because I can't use a fucking. It was a warhammer.
Yep.
Yeah, with garnet. I'm gonna just inspect it, looking at it, and then just drop it so that it just tilts and falls to the floor. Oh, by the way, I'm already cursed. I don't know if you noticed.
It's,
Not like I
you
care.
just like throw it on the ground.
Yeah, and then I just put my hands back in the pocket and just
Do
pick
you,
a pebble.
do you suddenly have a beret and everything?
Yes.
And hipster glasses?
Yes. I mean, can't you see how happy I
I'm not
am?
a part of your system.
It's not a phase, Mom.
Man.
I threw it on the ground.
I'm not part of your system.
Madrash will take from the unlucky's tomb a knucklebone.
Okay.
Could you write the names so I know how to properly spell them?
Yes.
So I'll be having an item from each of them.
And you want to go to the last one as well?
Yeah, I'll put the Warhammer back in and take a knucklebone from him as well.
Okay. Well, Numik and Gary. There you go. Anything else?
So Borgol is the one with the ring, right?
Yes. Borgol the Old, Numik the Unlucky, and Garen Orc Doom.
Yeah, I'll wrap the 3 items in a bundle. Just... So there's... I will bring you back. Bring fortune upon names that were doomed in past. And I'll go around and read every single name in this tomb and memorize them. Are these
Okay.
settled?
Sure. Silicon Home. What are you doing?
I was just waiting on Madrash, so
Alright.
I'll just be following him.
Skulking until I have an eyeball next to me.
You're gonna be
Sulking,
waiting
not
a
skulking.
long.
I'm half tempted to just, give you an eyeball of some dead creature.
Wait, are you gonna kill that creature yourself?
I mean,
We already have scourgers that are dead, and they had eyes.
there is a spell that will summon an action.
Oh yes, I can actually give you an eye inside your body.
And I can actually kill a plant right in front of you.
Silik.
Hey, I'm being nice. I don't know why you're not being nice.
So, you're sitting there on
No, I'm walking
Garen's,
around just kicking
on
pebbles.
Garen's tomb,
Oh crap, okay, yes I am.
sulking,
Yeah.
just like crying to yourself.
Can't
as
you see my
usual.
smile? That kind of thing, yeah.
Madrash, don't run over the rocks.
Oh, I thought they weren't the ones blocking you because there's no actual,
No,
block-
you can see through cracks, but there are enough rocks there that you'll have to move them around.
Ah.
Silik,
Yes. What you want, GM?
make a wisdom saving throw.
What the hell are you doing to me, GM? Why did I go Scottish all of a sudden?
Sep is going Scottish.
Sip is
I am a
going
giraffe,
Scottish.
I am a job done. Oh lord.
I've got a jar it up.
All right. As you're sitting there, you feel this strange sensation of something slimy going down along your spine for just a split second.
Get a spoon! Get a spoon!
You also see almost what looks like an eye
Almost
far
what
in
looks
the
like an
distance.
eye.
Far in the distance over here, up on the ceiling, it just kind of opens and seems to look at you, and then closes again. It's very strange.
I look like slightly different than my gloomy old happy me. Like looking down, just peering up as if I saw a dying butterfly, and then as I see it, I'm just lingering for a split second. Like there's something interesting about that eye. Is there anything else, or I just go back to my normal self?
Yep. Well, you're back to your sulking self. I mean, it would be more interesting if you just failed your saving throws.
I know, but I can't fail something I'm awesome at. Okay?
Well, clearly. Shall we
Well,
take our break here?
Choose to fail if you want
Yes.
to.
Yeah. Let's
Yep.
take our break.
Okay. Be right
Good night,
So,
spam.
Drake, how happy are you that we are far away from there?
Very, very happy. Especially since they're messing around, you know.
You guys keep
No,
messing there.
good thing they're not coming towards you or anything.
We're running away, man. That's why we're already there. I went all the way to the
Smart
ceiling. I went all the way to the
Yeah.
ceiling to avoid them. I mean, come on, I'm
You're-
50
You're
feet away
50
from them.
away.
At no point in time will they be close.
I can hit you from here.
You can hit me from anywhere because, I mean, you just will. Even if the enemy is on the ground, for some reason it will go up. I'm just guessing helium will fill your arrow and just go up.
Be right back.
I've got a jar of dirt.
I've got a dot. I've got a dot.
And guess what's inside it?
Dirt? Wait, she stopped playing? We will never know the end of the story.
You stopped playing what now?
The game. Behind you.
Oh, no, she's a bit bad. She's got school tomorrow.
But we'll never know the end of the story. There was a lovely story going on there. Aw. So home, how happy are you to be there to do the slimy things? Don't have the spoon though this time.
I'm not near any slimy things.
Aren't you? Are you sure?
I'm at the top of the
Sep
stairs.
did feel a slimy thing.
We're doctors,
Sep is
no
far away
follow.
from us.
Ah, okay. I can't actually see him, so I don't know.
Sep is back near the second coffin on
Oh, there, yes.
the coffin on the left.
Well, someone will become a slime. That's the evolution of people. Cash, you look better than last time. Are you healthy yet?
No.
Oh. That's morphine?
Well, I've forced myself to only take morphine in the morning and the evening. Because it's extremely addictive.
Which is the nice
Also,
part about it.
it wreaks havoc with my insides.
Oh, that's not fun.
On one hand, morphine has the natural ability to paralyze your digestive system, meaning you're not going to go poop. This
That
all
doesn't
has
sound
a
good.
additive that is a laxative that is supposed to counteract that. But because of my surgery, it doesn't get absorbed into my system.
Doesn't sound nice.
That's okay, I just eat a bar of chocolate and I'm fine.
Does a bar of chocolate help with that?
It causes dumping syndrome. My body just goes and then it opens every single valve and everything just
I still need to install this hard.
You are lagging me.
I am.
Yeah, a little bit.
Be right back.
So you need to install that hard drive. My trash is in 2 places at once. Ooh.
I am?
Yeah, because Torm's reconnecting. We have the top of your head and your nose.
I have a jar of dirt.
What the
Sepp is being weird, and he's bold.
No, Sepp just twerked for the stream.
Gotta earn that ad revenue somehow.
Look
I
at that
think, though,
ass.
I think that loses the monetization in YouTube.
No, it's only bare ass.
Oh.
As long as there's music playing in the background, it counts as a music.
And lucky
Oh,
me,
okay.
I don't own a bear, so I can definitely show my ass.
How
What's this
does
about showing his
owning a bear?
Do you see now how that amendment in the US could be very it could be
Yeah.
misinterpreted? The right to
Yes,
bear
sir.
arms? Fucking damn, yeah, they're onto something.
He's right to bear arms. Like, actual literal bear arms.
Yeah.
Oi.
Tail, you're muted.
Well, it's always nice to look at him speak to himself.
Don't talk.
Also, he didn't want to talk to us. It's okay.
Don't have
Or
to.
not. we're trying to just.
I mean, I feel like this session would go swimmingly even if I didn't talk.
I mean, we had an entire session that you didn't even say anything, and then you brought a dragon. The entire session you were just like.
I mean, when you guys are on a roll, then
There's no stopping the boulder
Who is the
until it
boulder?
crashes
Then?
through the gate of the dragon's lair.
I wonder if Well, what are we?
Ready to continue?
I am. Spam isn't
do
here.
this.
He went to
there
sleep.
he was again.
It's as though he needs to sleep every night.
What a noob.
I know, right?
Life tricks, no sleep.
Drake
Speaking
and
of which,
Sarah.
I've got about another hour or so before I have to jump off.
Sure.
Yes.
Drake and Sarm. What are you doing?
Hey, let's
You may
keep moving.
continue along your way if you so choose.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just like, I'm getting away from the chamber of undead, you know? I don't trust.
I'm 50 feet above you, so don't worry about me stepping on you.
Drake will look around for a moment and just take in the area, see if he notices anything unusual.
I mean, aside from the overgrown fungus. around
I am,
here.
by the way, stealthed. I did roll a 19 earlier.
That is some cool.
Yes,
fungus
and I
though,
have
Drake,
a
right?
I have a really bad roll yet again. Why is that no surprise?
Yeah.
Too freaked out by all the coffins
Is
and
that
shit.
water?
Yeah,
Is
is
that
that water
water?
actually?
Or is that poison?
What this?
Yeah.
No, it is actually an outcropping of stone.
Oh, okay.
That would be
Can we eat it?
stalagmite, actually.
Stalagmite or stalactite?
I look at this
You
chamber,
are
look
right.
back to Sarah, take my carved spinning top and spin it.
Can you actually see me at stealthing at 19?
Nope.
You're just looking around like. I
I'll
think he's
trust
here.
Sarum is somewhere. You're sure of it?
Drake will start entering this area, just looking around cautiously.
Is the
Sure.
ceiling still at the same height?
It lowers down into a passage. The passage is about 20 feet high.
Okay.
Hey, Midrash, there's a passage here.
Oh, is there? Well, let's go.
They're following us.
I'll go get the door.
All right. The the steps in front of you wind up.
Are they winding up a punch?
Yes. Oh man, Drake is having good feels about this place.
I know, right?
Happy
that's the
places.
thing.
Happy places.
Well, that's the thing. Number one is happy on their carved spinning top. So
That's why I said it. I remembered it from previous time.
I think I find the continuation of that
Alright.
stream.
Hold for a moment.
okay.
All
I
of
just
you.
want to move here. Here. That's
All right. Let's start with home.
it. Home Depot.
The thunderous roar of falling water fills this long, low chamber, and spray makes everything slick and wet. A fast stream rushes through the center of the cavern, emerging from beneath a crude dam of rock and mud in the western wall. The stream disappears into a dark shaft at the cavern's eastern end. A rough, winding path follows the stream towards the east. Then, let's see, Drake, you are over yonder. That would be. You arrive in a large, high-ceilinged cavern. To the north, a carved square-mouthed tunnel shows that someone has been at work in these caves. You can see. You actually can't see quite yet.
Yeah, I'm a lowly human. Don't have that lovely
Yeah.
dark vision.
But you can see that someone has been working these tunnels. The ones that you are in are passageways that wind off this central chamber. A heavy animal smell lingers in the air here.
I will cautiously remove my blade from its scabbard. Not from its scabbard, from my belt, because it's the rapier. And then, where's the scent more distinct?
Fresh or dead? When you say animal
It's-
scent,
More fresh. It's definitely not like the smell of something rotting.
can I also smell it?
How good is a spider's scent? I
Or
don't know.
hear it, or see it, or eat it?
Yeah, I think you can definitely smell the scent of an animal here.
Alright, I would like to roll perception to try and see what that is. Apparently okay, add a +4 to that, because God knows why it's not rolling with the advantage, with the thing.
You can hear some low rumbling from the north.
Rumbling.
Yes. It's
There's
like
storm.
it's like low huffing noises. You have actually taken this animal's shape before.
There.
Arr.
Well, I wouldn't be worried. I love animals, so there's no reason for me to warn anyone.
You are also on the ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, there's also, I mean, Drake probably loves animals as well, so there's no reason
I
to.
mean, clearly, who doesn't love animals?
Exactly.
Well,
I mean,
I do have
every
a soft
bear is
spot for
nice.
animals.
So. Well,
Where's
I
the
mean,
animal scent more distinct? This way or this way?
Towards the north.
Okay. I will
Um,
approach.
towards the west, you can see another cavern which has a profusion of fungus within. Weird puffballs, tall caps, and patches of fuzzy mold fill this chamber in a variety of colors. A golden brown carpet of mold covers an old skeleton in rusted mail in this cavern as well.
Oh.
can I tell what it's dead from? I mean, hole in the gut, anything like that. Actually, it's a skeleton. Sorry, no. If
Yeah,
there's like an
it's
armor
a
or anything
skeleton.
that kind of has a hole in it or anything like that, that would suggest, or maybe a broken, head.
Nope,
Okay.
nothing that you can see. The skeleton is like right here too.
Oh, okay. Is the ceiling also filled with mold and things?
Not the ceiling though. It's mostly on the floor and some of the walls.
Drake will look at the skeleton. What does
As
the
you-
mold look like?
As you emerge into the cavern, Sam, you can see to the south a second skeleton, which is covered by the fungus. Here you can see a surprisingly bright sword gleaming in the skeleton's bony grasp. Let's see.
I would.
The
Okay. Yeah.
Drake, you can make a survival check.
Survival, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
1 sec. Survival. Well, this isn't based off my intelligence, so it should be too bad. Yay.
Is the sword held by the
Oh, man.
skeleton?
Hold on. Alright, you're okay. Yes, it is held by the skeleton, or it's in its bony hand, but it's not really gripping it anymore.
Alright. Could I use a web to pull it up?
Yeah.
Alright,
you
that's
try.
what I will do it using a web. And then when it reaches my height, I will just kind of, do a cocoon out of it.
Sure.
And then just put it on my back and carry it like that.
Spider-Man, Spider.
It does whatever a spider can.
Spider Knight, Spider Knight.
I will
So,
be busy at that, so he can do some stuff while I do
Yeah.
that.
Well, you are recovering the sword. The fungus. Although you haven't probably seen. Actually, you're from Troll, so you've probably seen some nasty fungus in the jungles. You're not.
What? You're cut off.
Sorry, I must have froze for a sec. What
No.
did you say?
Teo's voice just went completely silent again.
Oh.
And Sep is just acting up as though it's not.
Yeah, but it worked, didn't it? I had it going for quite some time. You're muted too.
He can't hear us. Oh, there you go.
Yes, I can hear you.
See, he
As
can hear
much
you. You shouldn't.
As much as I wish I couldn't.
No, I knew that was gonna come.
Harsh.
Gosh.
So,
What were you saying,
With
Theo?
your-
Because I broke.
with your survival check, you probably encountered some nasty fungus before in Chult. You're not very familiar with the northern variants, but as you prod some of this bit of fungus and see it puff out a little bit of what's the word? Well, mold or spores that eject from it. You definitely have a bad feeling about this.
I will step back, losing all interest in the skeleton after remembering some painful experiences of what you do not touch random spores in Chult. Some of the plants there, oof.
Could he actually see a webbing kind of slowly pulling up a sword?
From where Drake is at the moment, probably
No,
not.
earlier when he approached. Could he actually see it? At his peripheral vision? Just for the awesomeness of the sword going up?
Actually, yeah, I think so. The blade is still surprisingly shiny and bright, so yeah.
Yeah, and you can slowly see it going up for no obvious reason.
I will look up to see if I can see Sarah.
Oh. You can roll perception, maybe you will notice me.
Perception check.
For God's sake! Wait, I mean,
No.
seriously?
Nope, you can just see a web go up.
It's way too dark. There's clearly a big spider somewhere.
I'll assume it's Sarah and just shrug.
You're just gonna get superstitious on us and think, oh fuck, a floating sword.
Well, considering
We'll
I can
start
see the
worshipping a
web, you know. I can see the web at least. I mean, come on.
Maybe it's Bane trying to communicate using webs.
Yes, because that's exactly how Bane communicates with not Wolf.
I mean, he has a new style now. I believe someone else needs to do something because for now, I'm guessing I'm still busy with that sword.
Yeah. Sarum, you can write down that it is let's say it's the bright sword.
The bright sword.
The bright
Of
sword.
brightness. Plus
It's
one.
the bright sword of the
Bright
dark
sword.
cave.
Yep.
The bright sword of the Mushroom Kingdom.
I've also marked it down on my notes, so
I wrote it as the bright sword of mushrooms.
good. Perfect.
And it's cocooned, by the way. So
Yeah.
I am not touching it at the moment.
Good. Home, Midrash and Silik. Where
Conga horn.
Where are you venturing? And why?
I suppose that depends on home.
And
How
your
slippery
spirit
is the floor?
Um,
On a scale of 1 to fuck that, how slippery is the floor?
probably a solid 5.
So, slow pace then. Difficult terrain.
It's not quite difficult terrain, but you'll be better off watching your step.
Okay. Proceed slowly. Very, very slowly. Staying near the edge of the wall.
Curious question. The potion of climbing, does that mean that I'll need to climb on like arms and legs, or can I literally just walk up the wall?
It is not a potion of spider climb. You will need to actually do the climbing effort,
Oh,
but it will help you greatly. Bigly, even.
Oh, that's a hint.
Hey, Madrash, Silic. I
what?
think I can see more stairs down here.
Oh, stairs.
Split the party.
Well, we already did that.
The party was almost splitting into 3. I've never seen that before. Amazing.
Well, we can actually get to splitting it to 5 if you want.
What are you talking about, Tio? Of course you've seen it before. I mean, wasn't the whole campaign of Out of the Abyss pretty much a split down 3 ways?
Not this way, no. We argued, but we were always in a bunch, except when Dork was around.
Oh yeah, Dork just added a whole new kettle of fish to the scene.
Alright, you have found the spiraling passage leading downwards.
You think this might be the pit that guy was on about, Madrash?
Well, I mean, there's a 50-50. Either it is or it isn't.
You always like my smile. Dark and
Should we
A
like?
gaping hole?
non-existent. Yes.
Should we like go back and fetch the other 2, or?
Maybe we're already down there.
We should. Let's take a vote on it. Fetch the other 2 or continue down the deep dark hole?
Because that never ends badly.
Well, I'm rather partial to deep dark holes. Depends on who holds it.
Holds the hole? Wait, what?
Don't worry, it's nothing for your innocent mind. Silic?
Don't worry, there are not
Yes.
2 large stony hands pulling this hole apart.
Do we go fetch the others, or do we just press on? 'Cause
Do you
I saw
press
them
into-
back there, so
Do you press into the goat sea, or do you wish to back away?
I want to push him. Like, I want to just try to get ahead of him. I don't know, but I feel... I'm torn. I'm very torn.
you're not torn.
I was just about to say that. Just like...
Well, you won't have much problem getting past me. I'll just sidestep. I'm far from the edges, so.
No, I don't want... No, I don't want to go alone.
Here, take this. It's dangerous to go alone.
No, okay, fine. I will just stay there and look at them. And be gloomy.
Right, so I'll take that as a maybe. Probably shouldn't go back. I mean,
He just needs a little push.
Just a little.
I'm a bit confused though.
of course you're confused. You're always confused.
No, I mean, earlier your character wanted to get rid of me.
Yes, but you're still a useful meat wall.
Oh, well.
Which is what I was about to say. Like, well, they can take hits for me, so I wouldn't mind having them in front.
Let's go back and get them then.
Yeah, just watch out for that Drake one. I think he's still going crazy. I know I saw him back here.
I'll just turn Silic and start shoving him back up the way.
Athletics, just kidding.
Alright, well, you are venturing Drake and Sarah.
I know exactly how I will get their attention.
I will start
Set
approaching the
cavern
animal.
on fire.
Yeah, that seems typical
good idea.
Bedrash.
I mean, we have already established that adventuring parties are the leading cause of all fires.
You have. And also we agree, but that doesn't have anything to... That doesn't hold merit in court. There's no precedence. Well, there is.
Is there something special around here?
There is a wooden gate right here. You can hear a rumbling noise from the other side, almost like a snoring and huffing noise.
Okay, I'll see if I. Well, I guess I don't know exactly where Sarum is, so I'll just kind of wave my hand to kind of try and get his attention and point to the door.
It's a good thing that where I am currently, Theo, I can see the wave, right? I can see the wave!
I mean, Drake doesn't know where you are.
Exactly.
He's
He's just
failing
assuming that I'm
perception.
there. He has been assuming it all along.
Yeah. You do note, Drake, that the smell of animal grows much thicker here, nearer to this gate.
I will approach cautiously. Does the gate look like it will open if I, like, how does it open? Does it open
There-
up or?
It opens to the side.
Okay.
There are very secure-looking latches keeping it shut at the moment.
Do those latches look like they're openable, or do they have to? Do you
Yes.
have to have lockpicking?
They are not locked. They are like those that you like tilt into place. Those kinds of latches.
Just a crappy little catch latch.
Okay.
Not really crappy in this case, but yes, they're like catch latches.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do this first. Ask questions later. I'm gonna.
I would just like to give the environment of seeing a spider doing like this, cleaning his hands as he looks towards and try kind of busy with the with the gate.
Yeah.
Yes, manager puppet.
Go.
Great.
I'm.
Great.
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Crit fail.
Oi. That might actually happen. No. Okay. Good.
All right. As you get to this gate, you hear a sniffing from the other side, like all the way right next to the ground. Something is definitely trying to sniff at who is on the other side of the gate.
Okay.
It's a cave troll.
I'm gonna be doing something very clever here. I'm gonna.
Are you going to open the gate and stand
Well, not stand there. No. What I'm
going
gonna
to run
do.
back while he's opening the gate. Just kick it open and run away.
Now, let me finish. Let me finish.
there?
What I'm going
Are
to
you
do-
gonna ding dong dash?
Not quite. I'm gonna take some alchemist's fire. open the gate slightly, toss it in, and then run like hell.
I would just like to point out that you're confirming Theo's theory about adventurers and forest fires. Just saying.
Adventures and spontaneous
Combustion.
combustion.
Just
Well,
Alright.
saying that you're confirming it.
Drake, why don't you make an acrobatics check?
oh dear God.
Just to
Okay,
see how quick you are.
okay. Acrobatics. That's not bad considering.
That's average.
Very average.
It's all that heavy armor he's wearing.
Well, I mean, I had no reason to try and save you. You're trying to hurt an animal. You're on
We
your
don't
own
know
there.
it's an animal.
I do.
Alright. So.
The typing.
Drake,
Stop for talking, just typing now.
does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
You open the gate
Mm-hmm.
very quickly
Mm-hmm.
and stick your hand into the opening just enough to toss the alchemist fire in,
Okay.
getting ready to shut the gate again, when suddenly you feel a large mouth take a nibble.
How much damage?
Take a nibble of your hand. It would be.
I mean, who needs the whole hand anyways?
True.
You're using your left hand for this, right?
With the alchemist fire in the hand.
Well, I've already tossed it in before I take a bite gets taken out of me. So I
You take 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And you have some teeth left in your hand.
Oh,
wait, it's not a shark.
And then, as you hastily pull your hand away, you hear the roar of a bear and then the raking of claws against the gate.
Okay.
So, let me get this straight. Your idea was to throw fire behind a wooden gate.
Hey, it will be a while before the fire gate burns completely.
Yes, I'm just saying that if this is a wooden gate, what if the next chamber is wood?
Well.
I mean, they put a wooden gate. It might be actually covered in wood.
To be honest, I kind of thought it might be a troglodyte or something, but I guess not.
Well,
The smell of animals didn't hit in towards.
I don't know what
Sigma being
troglodytes are. They could be animals. Lizards have the same smell.
Wow.
hey, that's just racist.
Yeah, that's racist.
I mean, troglodytes smell much worse than animals. So.
Troglodytes are people too, kind of, sort of, maybe.
I don't
Depends
know.
on how it depends on how you see them, because they can't see you.
Does the alchemist fire go off?
Absolutely.
Aren't you moving? I mean, you said that you're running away from it.
Well, I am, but I wasn't sure if I could.
Oh.
That's what I was waiting for Theo to say.
You heard the glass shatter, and then you hear the clawing at the gate grow stronger for just a moment, before then stopping.
Drake will wait a few moments in silence before, like maybe a minute has passed, how long does it last? Let's see. Alchemist. At the start of each of its turn, it doesn't actually say. Surprisingly.
I'm guessing as long as there's something that can burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like bottled napalm.
Or it's forever. It's just a forever flame.
Yeah.
You light it up and
And-
it never ends.
It was actually designed purely for keeping fireplaces lit all the time.
Yeah.
But sadly, no one got the memo, and everyone is using it as a weapon.
Alright, so you wait a minute.
Apparently, we wait. I mean, he thinks that he's waiting. He doesn't
Meanwhile-
know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Sarum, do you want to do anything during the minute?
No, I mean the only thing that if the camera is kind of looking at you, you will kind of see a spider seething out of the ceiling, looking at the one that killed an animal behind that gate.
And Drake was never seen again.
There will be a cocoon somewhere on the ceiling.
And it will be so stealthily hidden
What
away,
happened to the Bay Knight?
nobody will ever see.
Hey, a Bay Knight. I want to point that out. Bay Knight.
The rest of you, during this waiting period, I would assume that you are able to make your way up. What?
I was
have
waiting
no
to see.
need.
Madrash had a plan.
Fine.
Oh, well,
Enact your stupid plan, you worthless adventurers.
So, Madrash, what is your plan for getting the attention of these fools?
well, last time I saw they were somewhere in that direction, but let me just test the acoustics in here a bit. Oh, Bane is dead. Keep chanting that, making sure that the echo doesn't roll over itself too much, so it's understandable no matter how much it reverbs.
And in the background, I'll just journaling going, oh.
Well, that should bring him over. Just watch out for fumes.
Huh. Drake,
Mhm.
you can hear some sort of distorted noise coming from the southeast, the tunnels from which you came. It kind of sounds like Midrash.
Drake has a feeling that he owes Midrash a punch later. Since he can't quite hear what Midrash is saying.
This is
My
Bane.
sense tingling again.
Sorry?
Bane senses.
Someone dares to insult the Lord Bane.
So, do you still wait at the gate?
I give it a few more moments, and then I will cautiously, not sticking my hand in, but cautiously open the door to see what happens.
Alright. You open the gate and peek inside to see a large scorch mark along the rocky ground, stretching about 10 feet away from the gate and against like the northern wall, which is about 10 feet away from you as well. In the distance, you also see a brown bear, a large brown bear, licking its singed fur before it notices that the gate has been opened, and it lunges forward.
Okay.
Do you wish to close the gate?
Yes.
Alright, you close the gate again. You hear the scratching of claws once more at the wooden surface on the other side.
I will
And
shout out. Well, I won't shout out, but I'll say, Druid, there is a bear here.
There would be silence.
Bear with me. Bear with me.
I mean, he saw what you did earlier. There was no thought there about hitting the bear.
I didn't think it was a bear. Okay, I just want to point that out. But
Yeah,
anyway,
but Serum doesn't know that, so.
Drake will just leave the bear alone. Kind of
Oh.
feeling slightly guilty for singeing an innocent animal. I mean, hey, he's a Bay Knight, but he has feelings. But anyway, he'll take his lay on.
allegedly.
Hey. Hey,
So
hey.
here's a question, Theo. Theo, I have a
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
Could I surprise him with webs?
The bear?
No,
Or Drake?
Drake.
Sorry, I'm going to
As
try
he's
some.
passing beneath me, I mean, the gate is closed, so there's no danger from the bear. So I'm just wondering if I can, like, you know, web him beneath me.
Like web him? Do you mean like do a Spider-Man and just squirt in his face, or do you mean completely cocoon him?
The attack called web, which is cocooning it, basically.
I mean, you could try.
Yay!
This is gonna end so well for me.
I'm actually very confused about this attack. Is it a hit? Or is it not a hit?
I think
Because
it's hit at
doesn't
first,
actually
and then it's a
say.
saving throw, isn't it, or something like that?
It doesn't actually say, that's the thing. Bursting the web on a success.
Let's see.
I mean, what you gave me in the sheet doesn't say, so I'm very confused. Ranged attack. Oh, weapon attack. Okay, so yeah, I need to hit. Good.
Yes.
1 second.
Yeah, it's a range weapon attack.
Yep.
And as an action, the restrained target can make a strength check to burst out.
Ah, yes.
Okay, I will just roll it manually because sheet.
Yeah, sheet
Yes.
problems.
Every time there is sheet problems, just thank Chris.
That misses.
Yeah, I guess so. You will just see a sudden spurt of webs next to you.
I will look
Stand
down
in
at
front
the
of him.
I will look down at the ground at the web, confused, and look up. Druid, was
Yeah,
that
I'm
you?
guessing that I'm no longer hidden after that.
There's a flashing aura around you, and the floating letters spelling out stealth broken float up.
I will look up at Sam and notice him for the first time, and I'll just cross my arms. What was that about?
You will kind of see me extend one of my arms towards the door and then point at you.
I'll just look at him confused. I do not understand what you are saying.
I'm not changing back to explain that. Here's a question though. How well is the door closed?
I mean, I would assume that Drake put the latches back down,
Yeah.
right? So it
So-
appears to be securely locked in place.
So I will look at Drake and start kind of walking slowly, very purposefully, and looking at him while I do it towards the door.
I will look at him with a growing sense of alarm, and I go, Druid, what are you doing?
You will see me kind of slowly walking down the wooden gate and going towards the latch and looking at you as I'm doing this.
I look at him and I shake my head. Don't do it, Druid.
One moment, need to check something on my sheet.
What your movement speed is?
You can always dash.
How willing you are to let him kill the bear?
It was something else that I checked. So I will kind of walk back up afterwards and kind of look very purposefully at Drake as I do that, and then kind of go back to above him.
One, two spider legs reach up and try and point at all the 8 eyes at the same time, and then towards him.
Hey, to be fair, Drake didn't kill it. As soon as he realized it was a brown bear, he left it alone.
Yeah, that's why I didn't actually attack you. I was just webbing you because it was fun. And yeah, that's. I will use 3 of my hands in order to do the eyes towards him. You know.
Sure.
Because I'm not sure of the number of hands you need to use as a spider to do that move. So.
I mean, all.
But then how do you hold your ceiling?
Good question.
Webbing? You can move yourself to the ceiling with your ass.
Use your ass to cover yourself.
Anyways, yeah. So,
Anything else?
well, I mean, we can move on if we want.
Yeah, I'll point towards this direction after he's and then
I will
take
just
the
hiss at you that, I mean, kind of, yeah, hiss.
nothing this direction. It's just a cane chamber, so I'll head back.
That's why I hissed.
This chamber looks like it's been worked relatively recently compared to like most of the stonework that you've seen before.
Wait.
Here in Kundragar.
Okay.
But it's still like it's a more recent. It's not very recent.
Wait.
Okay. I'll use some lay on hands as well to get myself back up to full health. So that will be 9.
+4 to that perception roll. I look at the walls for any hidden passages.
Okay. There are no hidden passages here.
Okay. Away we go. What is that?
That was a mistake.
It's over 9,000.
What does a 9,000 health bell look like? Wow. Okay.
Oh man, that's off the map.
I'll.
Coming?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay.
You find yourselves at a
I'm
stream.
still on the ceiling. Yep.
The stream
Yeah,
that was already up, you
there.
mean?
There are stone steps leading up, and
We
the
it's way
the water comes flowing from the north.
Yep. And
And
I,
you're
as a
on
spider,
fire.
can actually research that.
I will. I will kind of call out to Sarab. Shall we head back?
We are back. I mean, come on.
No, head
Don't
back.
you
I
recognize
meant-
the place?
When he says head back, I mean head back to the others.
You don't know where they are. But yeah, well, I mean, I will actually listen and kind of look at you, and then kind of point like 3 legs like everywhere, kind of, and then do 2 hands like this.
I will point back in the direction where we came and then start heading back down.
Okay,
Okay.
let's do circles.
As you head down, you start hearing Madrash's voice, and this time you can actually recognize what he's shouting.
Okay.
Not
Drake's-
so much shouting as, you know, that kind of priest cloister chant.
Sure.
Because that would make it more understandable.
I would like to.
With the rhythmic backing noise of me.
I would like to stealth,
Sure.
and that is with a. Did it actually roll with a plus? No. So it has a +7.
I want to see how badly I'm actually doing this.
Drake will take note of what he's chanting, scowl, and then start moving a bit more quickly towards the stairs.
Well, I mean, I don't need to use the stairs.
Well, no, you
I'm on the
don't, but I
ceiling.
do.
Oh, there he is. See, I told you it would work.
1 out of 2.
Where are you going?
I couldn't see you on the map for a moment, but there we go. Very off.
He's just ignoring you. I hear you, but I'm going away.
He's running so fast he can't stop.
Basically. I will take one look at Medrash, one lawn, look behind the mask, and just say, keep your mouth shut.
Well,
I'm
now I
still
will.
going.
I will
Well, the
look at
summons
him.
worked. You're here.
Seriously.
Now I know how to call you.
Oh.
It's like a dog whistle.
What did you...
So yeah, down this way we find this kind of circle stairs going down.
To the
This way.
north, there is some dangerous fungi, plus a brown bear trap behind the gate.
There is a dangerous fungi.
Brown bear, you say? We should probably kill it. That's probably for the best.
As
Do you
soon as
know
I
what
realized it was a
mushrooms
brown
are
bear, I
funny?
decided to leave it alone. It is
Why?
not harming us.
No, but our job is to clear everything down.
And I point to for Sarah.
You don't know where I'm at. I am
Well,
not- I
good
mean,
point.
I'm
Yeah, good
stealth.
point. Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
Good point.
Drake,
Sarah seems...
Drake gesticulates towards the ceilings.
Ceiling? See? No.
Just to make sure that Silic doesn't just do that thing where he seems to be doing recently, where he just stands moping about. I'm just gonna grab his collar and drag him with me.
I'm actually looking right at you. I'm staring seriously straight into Holmes' face. Just,
Do you know why mushroom?
Come on, Silic.
Do you know why mushrooms are funny? They're
Because they
fun
have
guys.
eyes.
Have you explored this chamber yet? I'd say, looking back at them.
Well, we haven't gone north.
Then let's go north.
Why?
The stairs are to the south.
I mean, it's not like you care
Yes.
about clearing this place. You're leaving the bear alone, so why bother?
It is behind a locked gate. We can warn the dwarves about it. They can deal with it if need be.
Yeah, but did you check if there's any other ways to it?
Drake will start crossing. Drake will look back go into the stream for a moment and then look up. This stream probably leads back to the north. Although, and then he kind of rubs his beard for a moment. But behind the mask, this could lead to the huge big lake of water that I saw.
Alright. Stop right there.
I've stopped.
Stop!
Right there.
Have a time!
And I will do the slow Macarena dance on the ceiling.
The swift stream passes over a steep slab of bedrock in front of a short passage. The cave beyond is long and low, with an uneven ceiling about 10 feet high. In the southern end of the room, an enormous white-scaled lizard lunges and snaps, but you can see that a sturdy chain around its neck tethers it in place. The agitated creature twists in frustration, its tail lashing. Behind the lizard lie a couple of iron chests.
Is the lizard a natural animal?
Yes.
Okay. So, how is it attached to the wall?
By a chain.
No, I mean, how is the chain? The wall attachment. Like, is it like a very
The
strong
wall
attachment?
they appear to be like metal spikes that have been smashed in the rock itself.
How far would I estimate that they can reach this this thing, this lizard?
It cannot reach further away than it is currently.
Okay. I would I estimate that I can somehow free it from the wall? As a spider, I mean.
You could try. The chains are attached to these like loop ends. It would be difficult, especially if the lizard keeps trashing as it is currently.
Okay.
You could try.
How tall is the ceiling here?
10 feet.
Kinda getting into a small space, isn't it? Alright. I will try to advance here and see how it reacts if it smells me or anything.
It snaps at you with its mouth.
Apparently it does see me in some way. Hello. So, not meaning to harm it, I would try to web it.
Okay.
Cause why not? Since I cannot actually roll that, because sheet, I will just roll it manually.
What a sheet.
18.
18.
Does that hit?
Hoo-wee. Hold on. Yes. That's gonna hit.
Alright, so this is the text if you need it. And so I'm guessing now it's restrained and not moving, right?
Let's see.
I think it's an action in order to try
Yes.
to get free of it. So
Yes, it needs to make an action to get out of it.
So I will try as quickly as I can. Where's the chain end? Because
There are. Hold on. Actually, need to zoom in. Zoom and enhance. So the chain is linked here.
okay. So what I would like to do is to do the following. Well, actually I can't because I already used my action, but I will move here, and on my next turn as an action I will try to free it.
All right.
I'm no longer hidden, so let's remove that.
So that is a DC 12 strength check.
Mm-hmm.
It crits.
Oh, okay. Well, there's one little spider that won't be happy.
It bursts out of the webbing almost immediately after you've crossed over.
Apparently, he didn't like me crossing over. I can understand. I can
Nope.
relate. Is it my action?
Yes, unless
So
the
I will-
others wish to advance and.
No, that's, well,
I'm advancing at least. Once Drake moves his fat metal butt.
Remember that you didn't see Sarah moving into the side chamber.
I'll look into the chamber and see if there's anything down here.
there's nothing down here. Just go on. Go on.
Yep, that's a huge lizard.
And
I
you
w-
can see a spider at the edge of a chain trying
Yeah.
to free it.
What do you
What
expect
do
would
you
happen
think
then?
you are doing, Sarim?
What is he doing?
And I'll step back and show Medrash what Sarim is doing.
I mean, it's
I knew it! He's
speed.
plotting to kill us!
I'm just picked. For me, I'm right now. I'm literally just picturing everyone leaning over around the corner, all talking to each other.
And you can see just a spider kind of trying to pull it free. You can see its eyes kind of, for a moment, 4 eyes kind of turn towards the entrance, seeing everyone assemble. And then I will still try to free it. Because it's an animal. It should be free.
Hey, Madrash, this looks like a relative of Nivara's.
Oh!
Ah! Good one.
What do I need to roll?
Wow, guys. I mean,
I wanna
suspect
kill
for
it.
the dead much.
If I see him trying to free that bastard, I want to kill it. I want to shoot it straight in the face right away. I'm sorry, that's just who I am. Has he frozen?
It's okay.
Is he frozen?
I
No,
know.
he's not frozen. Okay.
No,
I
he's
wanna
not
kill it.
frozen.
Does it look menacing? It's chained.
It is a chained giant lizard.
Keyword
it
being
kind of looks like an oversized gecko, except that it has
Teeth.
yes.
Geckos have teeth.
This is very important, Tio. Does it look like a dinosaur to Drake?
I mean, lizard, dinosaur, lizard.
Silic will look back and
I
forth
mean,
between Medrash
to-
and the
Lizard.
lizard.
To the rest of the known world, yes, it would probably look like a dinosaur. But you're from Chult, you know that dinosaurs have feathers.
Of course I do. Yeah. Yeah. Drake just looks at it and says, "At least it's not a dinosaur." He'll mutter under his breath.
Do I manage to free it?
Make an athletics check.
I mean, I'm freeing that animal.
Medrash.
After that, it's really up to that animal to survive. Rules of the jungle.
Is it okay for you if we kill it?
I love that idea.
It's not like I want to.
Oh,
or
wrong
care,
wrong
but
sheet. Wrong sheet. Ignore that.
You would be okay with that.
I am very okay with that.
I believe everyone else aside from the spider is okay with that. It's not like I care, but I want to
Plus
kill
2,
it.
so it's 16.
16.
I would like to get some of that thing's scales if we kill it.
Let's kill
Or
it.
some of its hide.
I still can't get over the visual of all of you leaning.
Going back
Like-
and forth, like go back, just.
No, we don't even lean back. We're just talking, leaning over like this.
You're like the Daltons. Jesus.
Okay, so Silic,
So-
raise your fingers and then start thrusting.
I look at the. I look
Hold
at
on,
the.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Sam, you tug at the chain, and you manage to get it. As the lizard itself thrashes around as well, the chain slips away from the metal pin holding it to the wall.
It's free! I freed him! Yay!
Roll initiative.
Oh god.
God damn you!
Is it looking
Holy
looking
squash.
towards me or towards them?
I want to squash him.
It was
Anyone?
looking towards you. It is now looking towards the others.
Alright, I'm not trying to attack it, so I'm just going to roll because
I love how helpful you have been in the attacks within this group forever. Oh my god, did I just roll a fucking one?
Yup.
whenever there will be an animal, I will be very useful. Oh, that's a big one.
You just failed initiative.
Oh.
You just crit failed initiative.
Could you
So
add
did
a
the giant
+3 to
spider
that?
almost.
Oh, I can actually do that. Never mind.
Yeah,
There you go.
can do it. Alright.
Is that even possible?
What? Oh,
Well,
yay.
clearly, yes. Alright. Madrash, you hear from the little side cavern the jingling of the chain as it rattles free.
Well, here it comes. I can't actually see it properly, so I'll ready a spell attack for when I do see it.
All right. Drake. The lizard is free.
I would look at the druid and say,
It's
Good.
like Sep on a weekend.
I will say, God damn you, druid, and then pull my rapier from its scabbard slowly, and I'll use my bonus action to cast the spell Raffle Smite, and if it approaches, I'm going to smite it. Just ignore the roll. It's just to see. It's just to activate it.
Well, there goes your one crit of the day,
I know, right?
or rather, the entire month.
You know, just the rapier begins to glow a faint green color.
Yep. Home.
I'm gonna draw my bow. For once in many a session.
I know, right?
Oh, good.
You have a
He's
bow?
supposed to be an archer.
Wait, the swords are effective.
What, the arcane archer is using a bow? Okay.
What is that thing?
Are you sure you're not an Eldritch Knight, Hope?
I mean, I got a couple cool swords. I thought I should use them.
Fair enough.
And
Could
you
you-
can
and
need
you
to
attack?
litter your path with more bows, I guess.
It's not like there's other people that could make better use of it.
So, how about a bursting arrow in there? Oh,
I'm just thinking that, like, the only person that's really gonna hit is the one who... the giant fucking lizard.
And a spider.
You did ask for it.
Oh, that's his choice whether he does it.
he was asking for it.
By the way, what's your dexterity?
Mine.
9?
Mine.
Yes.
13.
Know who goes first. 13, so I go first, so I will just take the dodge action.
Okay. Oh shit, he gets around then. Home.
Yeah, I'm gonna bursting out. Let me just find where I put that
And
in these
cast
things.
it.
Boink.
Yeah, 7 feet, takes
3
damage.
force damage. Oh, very well done.
You
Yeah,
need
I need to roll the
make
hit.
your attack.
16.
A 16. A 16 hits.
Okay, that's me as well. So, a whole 3 damage. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very badly injured.
Good. You deserve it.
I freed your monster, come on, you should thank me. They would have slaughtered it without me.
You know,
That's
you
easy.
coordinated it with us and, you know, agreed to let it go after we secured a route for it to get out, which is not through us. Maybe
Hey,
through
the last one you did want to kill, either way.
Yeah, because the route was through us regardless. It couldn't make it any other way. It's almost like letting these things go so they can run into our faces is a generally bad idea.
Well, I mean,
They are wild animals. You know they are wild animals. They will attack when cornered.
yeah, that's why I'm freeing them.
See, I knew he was plotting to kill us.
At least they have a
Alright.
fighting chance.
So I'll
Why is
work
it
on
so
my next
difficult?
character sheet through the week. When I've got time, okay?
Okay.
It's only that
Drake.
huge.
A
That
23
is
versus AC.
That does hit. Does my prepared action go off?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see if that goes off first. Oh yeah, I need to cast it as the spell. 1 second. Sorry. I haven't actually prepared a raffle smite for my rapier +1 rapier, so just add +1
How
to
dare you?
the Yeah, that's 17, and the damage is 11.
Okay.
I don't know if I see it enough for my spell to go off.
Well, you're about to. But just hold on that for just a moment.
No, I mean, like, I don't even see like a fifth of the icon, so.
Yeah.
Well, you would still be leaning over me and Silic, no?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay.
Fuck you, Tar.
About 17 damage in total.
Yeah.
Comment step.
And
I see
it
what you do there.
succeeds the saving throw.
Oh, surprising. Okay.
So, it first snaps its jaws around you, Drake. You take 9 points of piercing damage, and you are grappled by this lizard.
Oh, it's not a strength check or anything.
No, it's only when you try to get out.
Okay.
However, another 23 versus AC.
Yeah, that hits.
Since you are grappled by it, you take another. You take 13 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, ouch. Okay.
And you feel yourself get lifted off the ground as the lizard lifts you up and then starts swallowing you down.
Oh, dear. Really? Really? Okay.
At least it isn't Krong.
That would be a real thorn in its throat.
I mean, seriously, why do I even have AC? I mean, come on.
Okay.
So did
cool.
you prepare the third character?
Oh, don't worry, that's not going to be necessary.
The lizard is
Am I-
now there.
Am I in its mouth, basically?
Yes, you are like going down its throat at the moment.
Head or feet first? Important information.
How's it looking?
Head
Before it's after that hit, how's it looking?
Oh, it's looking pretty okay.
Oh, jeez. Right, okay.
It's hurt, but not by a lot.
Who ties a creature in a dungeon?
Better yet, who releases a tied up creature in a dungeon?
I have several answers for you, but
I mean, Midrash freed some humans.
your prepared action would go off now, Madrash.
Yeah, okay. Let's see if he regurgitates you.
Like that. Ooh, what is its constitution? Ah, it succeeds the saving throw.
Oh well.
Half damage.
No blind.
No splurting.
No splurting of blood.
No
However,
regurgitating.
the creature is now bloodied.
That makes
Of
sense.
course, it's splurting blood, so it's bloodied.
Well, it's not spurting blood.
Well, it's spurted some blood. Or just more a hacking cough,
the
like
blood,
something.
it's regurgitating Drake's blood.
No, thanks. Thanks for that image.
Silic,
Attack the mouth! Attack the mouth!
This
do you want
giant
to go
lizard
now
just
or
gobbled up Drake right in front of you. What do
What?
you do?
What do I do?
This giant lizard.
Aim for the legs, I guess.
Aim for the throat.
No, aim for the legs, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna. Actually, after I see. I'm starting to hate this chair. I'm gonna shoot it at the heart region. the chest region. I mean,
guys,
how far down has he gagged on Drake by this point? Is he deep throating him like down to the knees, or is he basically closing in the angles?
Wow, that's a
it was a necessary question here.
You can see a Drake-shaped bulge going down its throat at the moment.
I can totally picture that. I have seen many a movie about that one. Okay, so I'm going to just shoot it at the chest area.
My anaconda don't.
Nice rolls.
My anaconda don't.
Anaconda don't deep throat on Drake.
Are you saying that you watched many a video of a black man going into someone's throat?
Oh, dear God.
But this lizard is black.
All right. Quote.
No, Drake.
No.
Two agonizing blast strikes the lizard's hide. The lizard is still well and truly alive.
Dear God, how much alpha does this thing have?
Enough.
Well, it's not like
Anything
you
else?
can dodge your attacks from inside.
Don't worry, Drake. You have total cover.
Yes, I have total cover, but I imagine there's something bad waiting for me at the end of this the bloody Finstock.
I mean,
Head towards the light. Head towards the light, Drake.
That little pin of light in the end of the tunnel.
But since he's head first, that's well.
That's Ace Ventura. That's so Ace Ventura right there.
oh man, not the Ace Ventura scene.
Yep. That'd be so amazing.
Just remember the finger at the start. Just finger. Just.
That's just what I needed in my mind right now.
Can someone please get him out of this? I mean, please.
No,
I
leave him there.
tried, but it's just getting better and better.
Hashtag you accept. Midrash.
So, with my, semi-familiarity with the lizard kin, being a subpar species of a superior species such as myself, which I'm half of, so I'm half superior.
So why do you want to kill it?
Would I know if they favor brute force over agility? Is this a beefcake of a lizard, or is it one of those that looks slender and agile?
It looks stronger than it is agile. Let's put it that way.
Well, in that case, blood, spurge.
You were planning on dancing ballet with it?
No, I was going to entangle it.
Oh.
But instead, let's see if it spurts a little more blood.
Well, that's a nice damage in nonetheless.
Yeah, regardless.
Sequential, too.
So, Midrash, why don't you go ahead and describe how the lizard dies and regurgitates straight?
I would like him to somehow reach the ceiling.
You can see it start spasming and everything, eyes start convulsing, nose, but as it's trying to also gag out whatever's stuck in its throat, there's probably you have this rapier that just sticks out, but it keeps gagging it out and just cuts open, and just eventually there's a Drake just bleh.
Lovely.
But by that time you just snit it up.
Looks like a carnivorous, big-ass, slimy plant.
And this entire cavern area is just probably filled with blood.
It's going down the stream, over the waterfall.
Drake will roll out of the mouth, and he will kind of lay there for a moment, dazed. Then he will stand up, and he will look at said spider, and take said rapier.
You
I will look at
generously
him.
apply it.
Hey Drake, did you find that cookie you dropped?
I will
Don't need
start
to
to
thank me.
approach the two-headed spider.
I will prepare a web if he tries to attack. You will see the spider kind of aiming its butt towards you and looking at you very carefully.
Oh,
Hey Midrash, would you like any souvenirs from this thing?
Hey, knock yourself out.
one sec.
You rolling again to die?
Rolling death saving throws. You have
Oh,
quite a
waiting.
conundrum there, Drake.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Although I can see how this situation might very well warrant it, I, generally speaking, would not like to see PvP.
Yeah. No, I understand that. That's why I was asking first.
I will actually help you, and I will shift back to human form and say, consider it a payback for trying to attack a bear.
Okay.
The spider is shifting into a human. Quick, kill it.
Drake will get right up close to Sarah and say, I like you, Druid, but do not test my patience. And
Noted.
I will roll, instead of making an attack roll, I will roll intimidation.
Fair enough.
Jesus Christ.
I will look at you and kind of, you know, those teeth are misaligned.
Have you tried braces?
Right.
And you will see clearly that Serum isn't scared of the look at him, and kind of turn back and kind of say, I like you too. That's why I didn't try to kill you myself.
Drake will step back, but keep an eye on Sarum for a moment, and then
And I will point towards the chests.
I was going to say about the chest as well. Go on.
Jeez, Silic. These people are all bark and no bite.
I know.
Oh wait.
Meanwhile, I'm just starting to like skin as much of the lizard as I can carry.
I would like
Like
to check for
Gollum
traps.
eating a fish.
Okay.
No, I'm taking the skin.
Yeah, but your back is towards us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So while you're hacking off the
Traps.
skin, it would look like you're doing something else. Like whacking the skin.
So, Sarum, what was your plan here?
Well, free the lizard and give it a fighting chance.
Yeah, but don't you want it to live?
You would have killed him anyways if
No,
you had seen him
no.
before.
If
You wanted the
had
treasure,
asked us to
probably.
I
Yeah,
would have
you
left
had
it
asked us to
alone,
step back.
Drake said,
could have
with a
left
mutter.
If you had asked us to step back, we could, give it a channel to exit through, instead of sending us into a death trap with a loose lizard.
Could it actually move through these tunnels with its size?
It would be very difficult, but it could probably somehow manage to angle itself that it can.
They're also able
Just
to like
barely.
squish themselves down and shit. So
Next time you have one of these brilliant ideas, might I suggest you think it a bit more through if you want the living animal to survive? I'm not adverse to letting things live, but I'm going to
Well.
defend anything coming my way.
I do not mind letting animals live except when they try to eat me.
He
Yeah,
didn't
well,
try
yeah.
to eat you, he just tried to swallow you. It could have taken months until you were completely digested.
Drake will just shoot him a look and then open the chest.
And I will open the second chest.
All right. Within you see, within each of the chests, you see a pile of silver coins, as well as a potion in each of them.
What color is the potion?
Well, one is like an aquamarine. The other is more. Yeah. The other one is like a brownish or grayish color.
Well, I will take the aquamarine one,
I'll take the brownish one, I guess.
Sure.
and I will then.
Taste.
I mean, no, I will actually, for now, put it away in my backpack.
Sure.
Same here. Because I'm not really the potion tester of the group, I'll have someone else check that out later. I put it down in my inventory as brownish potion. With the silver pieces, how many are in my chest?
From a quick glance, without a thorough count, you could probably estimate that each holds 1,000 silver.
Okay. I'll split some silver pieces between the party. That's between the 5 of us.
How are you carrying this?
Carefully.
Carefully, yeah.
We're like
pieces, or do you mean opposite?
Well, both. Why not both?
200 silver pieces.
The question is about weight or about size?
Everything.
About everything. Would
Um,
be handy if you had a haversack.
I've got my backpack, which I'm putting my explorer's pack, which I'm putting Fin's in. But yes, it would be handy if someone had decided to keep that haversack.
Oh, now who's being disrespectful?
But yeah,
No one would have taken it because I buried it.
night home. Catch you later.
Night.
Good night, guys. I gotta get the dog out before I head to bed.
Yup. Enjoy.
That is no way to talk about your daughter.
Oh, and her to bed too.
Oh man.
But yeah, 200 silver pieces for home from me.
Let you actually share it between each of you. I will say that I don't want the silver.
So it's even worse for us.
Well, I mean, if you want me to take something, I can.
I'm at a stage where I have so little other items in my backpack that I envision it's easier to just dump all of my currency into the backpack.
I have sacks if someone wants sacks.
No, I don't play that instrument.
You want
And I
soap?
get a lot of that at home, so I don't need it.
So it's not 200 silver anymore since he's not asking. How much is it?
If it's 2,000 silver each, then it would be 400. Well, no, actually, it'd be more than that because it's between 4 now. If Sam's insisting on not taking any, So it's 2,000 divided by 4, which is 500 each.
And Catch is hearing things.
My fridge is screaming.
There's someone inside! Free it!
No, it sounds like kind of that kind of tea kettle.
Seth,
we
add
have
that
in
to that
the
quote.
Oh,
My
wonderful.
fridge is screaming.
So, 500 silver, you said. Jesus H. Christ. Yeah, my backpack is basically just gold and silver, a dagger, a tinderbox.
every time Midrash takes a step, there's just a jingle.
Clink.
I don't have a lot of items because I've been forced to try to get rid of them. I might
You
even
can
just
see the
drop
backpack actually sagging at the bottom.
What is the weight of all of this? Well, it's only 50 pounds.
Doesn't the sheet calculate it automatically?
Yeah, it calculates it. In coin alone, I have 28.82 pounds.
I have only 13.18.
22.68.
But then again, I also have almost 600 gold pieces.
Well, you need it more than me.
Well, let's just say it will quickly vanish.
I know.
For what I've got planned, it will probably be the same here. But yeah.
I'm the
yeah.
only one that have no clue what I'm using gold for. I'm still just...
Make it
I will just buy a lot of sacks, I'm guessing.
buy land, make an animal rescue.
I probably will.
Yeah.
And bring all the enemies that we find here and just bring them there. To live their lives happily. Theo, how's that?
Survive here.
How is my chainmail looking, Tio? Considering that it's pretty much the same armor I've worn all the time since years ago.
You know, it looks kind of out of fashion, but it's actually looking pretty good.
Okay.
But it
I
is
would
out of
assume
fashion.
that you would have kept it nice and tidy for most part.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. I just wanted to check on that front. That's fine. I'll for now I'm going to
It's seen some shit.
I'll kind of sit in the corner out here and then take a rest.
Before you do that,
Mm-hmm.
I will actually help you guys this time. So, who of you seems injured? I'm guessing
Me
Holm?
and Tome and yeah.
And
Oh, and
that's it,
Silic.
basically.
Silic as well.
Isn't injured. Silic isn't injured.
He is
Yes.
going to.
He is? Could you move here, Silic? So I can actually see.
Also,
am
my
injured,
detect
but it's
magic
like
is
nothing.
still up.
Oh.
Do I sense any magic?
Let me
Yes.
do this.
Sarum has something new that is magical. Both
It's
of
in
the
my
posts-
backpack. How the hell does he see that?
Detect magic goes
It's in
through.
your backpack.
It goes
Unless
through a
you
lot
have
of things.
lined your backpack.
I don't think that detect magic actually detects through.
I think it can
As,
for bag.
as far as I can see, I think it's what you
I
see.
mean, it can detect through certain types of walls as well, I think. If I
I
remember
think
right.
that you have the wrong spell. Scrying will, but
The spell can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, or a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
okay. They gone very specific. So yeah,
Oh,
you can see the
that's
sword.
what it used to be back in AD&D too.
No, actually, it doesn't specify.
It did. It specified a lot of things. I
Not
remember
that.
asking.
The potions are the potions are partly magical. Enchantment
I
magic.
will do this.
Something new and magical about you, Sarum.
So it's up to 1 minute. So first I will start with Holm, so 4 HP, and then I will move it to Drake for the second round.
Okay.
And then Holm. Holm, how are you doing? Oh,
He-
actually, he's not here. Theo, could you tell me?
Yeah, hold on. The first one was
So,
home.
Yeah,
that's
So it's
4 and
10 in
6.
total
So a
so far.
10.
Hold on. Just gotta select his token. Well, it appears he is bloodied currently. A 10 will put him. He's not
Okay,
quite
he's-
up to full.
Okay, now for again Drake. And again Home. I believe I did 6 times, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5 only. So Drake again. 3. And Home.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Slowly but surely.
Drake.
That's a bit better.
And is the Home still injured?
Yes.
So it's the last one for Home. It's the last one for Home.
Quite literally.
I
And Drake.
enjoy that.
Oh, okay. So it's also the last one for you.
So, well, 2 ones, okay.
But it was 10 times I healed you. So 5 times I healed you. So you should be thankful.
Talk
Yes,
about
I am.
talk about diminishing returns.
I know, right?
And at the end of this session,
Yep.
you all gain 2006. Scratch that.
Scratch that?
Right.
How do I scratch that?
Hold on.
To use that it on my screen? To scratch my screen?
You
Doesn't
don't
sound
get
like a good
quite
thing.
that much.
Why not? I mean, I helped an animal.
However, you do get
You helped it die.
650 XP.
How much?
650, I believe he said.
I believe that's what I heard as well, but I just want to be sure. Okay.
Just another 4,675 to go.
All right. So that was quite the session.
Indeed.
Nice little bit of
Indeed.
initiative at the end there.
Mm.
Do you
Yeah.
want to identify anything?
With just a
Alright,
brownish
right.
potion in my case.
Taste test would reveal that as a potion of climbing.
Potion of climbing, okay.
And well, it's not a long rest, so I can't actually,
A taste
identify.
test would defy.
Yeah, I would
Well,
just
I mean,
check the potion.
There's almost like there's a wizard in the group that has identify.
I thought we were taking a long rest, not a long rest, a short rest, so that's why I rolled
I
the
will.
pit die.
Yeah,
will
you
also
wouldn't be able to
then-
take a long rest yet.
Well, I mean, actually,
Here.
since Madrash either way knows about it, I will actually take out the cocoon sword and say, I'm not sure if it's cursed or not, so it's currently in a safe protective thing.
Well,
But
that's
if you
not
could
the new
identify
magic
it-
I saw. Is
It
the
is.
sword magical too?
Yes,
It is the sword that was magical, yes.
the sword is
Oh,
the
it-
major magical.
I cocooned it.
I thought it was the potion, so you were talking
No.
about.
The potion, yes. The sword as well.
So
Okay,
what
cool.
is the aquamarine one? Sorry, I didn't hear.
That is a potion of water breathing.
Handy.
All right.
And the
I'll
sword?
actually.
You're casting
sword.
identify.
Oh,
sword
Rich will
is-
cast it over the short rest because I don't need a short rest.
Sure. The sword is a +1 longsword.
Drake is looking at the rapier and the sword and looks at Sarah. Do you want to trade?
I
From
can't use
almost
that
coming to
item.
blows like 10 minutes earlier.
Sorry?
I can't actually use that item that you're offering. But 1 second. You said water breathing, right?
Yes.
Okay. But let's see if I actually need even a weapon. I don't think I do.
think you have
All
a
right,
master
I
with
will-
Scimitar, don't you?
I have I have a thing. I will tell you that you can have it. I don't need your weapon, so just take it.
Okay. Is there any but kind of distinctive markings on this sword to you?
Nope.
Okay.
I want to spend the rest of my short rest checking out the ring, the dragon ring.
It is not magical.
No,
But it is.
I know it's not
It
magical.
is awesome.
It is awesome, and also it probably holds some kind of symbolism or meaning in relation to the person. I mean, it's a
Perhaps.
dwarf with a Ouroboros dragon ring.
Mm.
Also,
Perhaps.
Kira. My Kira.
Your Kira.
By the way,
madness.
I'm just saying that I gave you more XP thanks to freeing that monster.
We probably
That's
would
one
have
way
killed
to
it
look at it.
anyways.
So,
I made it more of a challenge.
No.
Injured it
Midrash,
more.
make a wisdom saving throw.
How wise am I today? Fairly.
Yep. You
That wisdom is something that
you
is constant
manage
through your life.
you manage the effects of the Kira and get through the labyrinth of information within the Ouroboros, while a classical symbol of, well, renewal, of self-destruction, of many different things in different cultures, is not a symbol associated with the cult of Ashardalon.
You'd think it would be, considering how badly they want to revive it.
Medrash, are you looking at this ring openly?
Yeah, I mean,
My precious.
once I finished a ritual cast, everything, I'll just be sitting there looking at it. Maybe doing something with the Kira.
Tia, what does Drake know about Dendar the Night Serpent?
That's a good question.
What does any of us truly know about Dendar?
Yeah. Make a history or religion check.
I think either way that's going to be a -1, so let's see. Legit, I suppose, because that fits best. Not much, apparently.
Not much. Actually, you probably don't know about Dendor really at all.
Yeah, I was only thinking because of where I'm from, but yeah, never mind.
Good try, though.
Well,
I mean,
next level would be interesting.
I would say that you probably heard about Dendar in relation to Uptau, but you hold no belief in such things and have completely dismissed any information out of hand, like many years of your life ago, because you found your true Lord and Savior.
True. Makes sense.
And then he died.
Oh, watch it.
But
Drake will be reading a prayer book.
that's the session.
That was pretty fun.
So, yeah,
That was fun.
that was fun. Finally, some progress.
By the way,
It's weird. how
I'm
fun
sorry
it gets.
about releasing that monster, but
Yes, fags. It nearly swallowed me.
Who
Well,
doesn't
you-
like to get
I mean-
swallowed every now and then?
I give you the way to get a new character every time.
Yes, because I really need one after having one death in my hands already.
Hey, you're trying new experiences. Come on, man.
Well, I'm all for trying new experiences, just not as the result of my characters dying most of the time.
I mean, you missed the one shot where you could have gotten to play a monk, so.
Sorry?
Yeah.
You missed the one
Most
shot
awesome.
where you could have played a monk.
I know. I would have had a Sun Soul monk. That would have been so much fun.
What was
Have
that
you
with all
watched
the
the one-
monks?
Yeah.
I have only watched a part of it.
I haven't
I
actually
mean, I
watched
was
it myself yet. I haven't had a
See
chance.
all of it. It was great.
It was pretty fun.
Yup.
It
My
was-
mixtape.
You will not take my album.
Also,
Oh,
I knocked Sepp out.
yes. That did happen.
Poor
First, I
Sepp.
saved him, and then I punched him out, and then finished my own fight, and then revived him.
I mean, priorities.
Priorities, of
Priorities.
course.
I gotta go. And also, he just kind of disappeared right now, so that he
Yeah,
messed up the entire
weird.
overlay.
There-
Now he's back.
there he
Just
is.
like, hey, I didn't leave after all. I'm just here. Welcome back. No, just kidding.
Thank you.
Let's close off the stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna
To the
find-
pip
So
stream.
everyone can
No,
go
fuck
sleep.
off.
Sleep? What's that?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'll get another 13, 14 hours of it soon.
There is one the good thing. There's
Sorry?
one good thing about my druid is that he really isn't into material possessions. So that's why he just gave away the sword without even.
More loot for everyone else.
Well,
Yeah.
out of character, I don't.
Goodbye,
Bye.
people.
Bye, people.
Out of character, I don't like that you don't get to share the loot.
I know, but it's my character.
Banterall crew.
There's also so
I'd like to
little he
thank
can
everyone
gain
that
from
has been
it.
here, supporting the stream, for watching, for subscribing, for hosting, for following, and just simply being here. We really appreciate you. Until next time, Tuesday, as always, goodbye.